Brenner Mills, Minnesota Vikings. Just want to win one before I die.
Dalton Zahnrecker, Dallas Cowboys. Just trying to earn a little respect.
Lane Cooner, the conductor of the Baker train.
What is up, everybody? I'm going to change this over to two people real quick. We got Spoon showing up shortly. We're doing live for the 2025 NFL Draft. Dalt, are you ready?
I'm ready, dude. I've been ready.
We are finally here. They're at commercial break right now, and then when we get back from commercial break, I believe the Tennessee Titans will be on the clock, according to Commissioner Goodell, who I expect to receive heavy boos. I said heavy views, and there he is. There's our third member of the program, Lane Cooner.
What's up, guys?
Spoon, how you doing,
Welcome.
buddy?
I'm doing great, man.
You ready for the draft?
Of course.
Oh, dude, I'm so stoked. All right. So I don't think they're officially on the clock yet. They're a commercial right now, like I just said before Spoon got in here.
We can't share it on here, though, can we?
Nope. Can't share any video. That would be illegal, and we don't do illegal things on the internet when we can get caught or ever technically. So
I don't really
hey,
care, but
I mean, dude, gonna get demonetized. We don't even make money yet, and we're already getting demonetized. But so I think it's safe to say, probably maybe it's safe to say that it's going to be Cam Ward at number 1 overall. It's all but a foregone conclusion. Am I right? Do I
Yeah.
have any disagreements?
nope.
None.
None on this side.
None whatsoever. All
So
right.
I'm
I
loading
mean,
it right now, or at least I'm trying to where I can actually watch it.
they're showing Cam Ward on screen right now. 158 career touchdown passes, NCAA D1 record. He played at I'm not sure where he played at before Washington State, but obviously Washington State and the University of Miami. Played at both, was good at both. My only thing with Cam Ward is when he turns it on, unbelievable. NFL prospect every day of the week, could be not a Patrick Mahomes number 1 overall player in the NFL, but a Patrick Mahomes type of player in that he plays a similar ball style with the arm angles and the ability to have some pocket mobility combined with being bigger than he looks and being able to move. He just has such a high ceiling, but at the same time, he has a lot of nicks in the record when it comes to laziness. Being so close to Washington State University, when you hear like former players and former coaches talk about him, all they ever talk about is how lazy he was and how he doesn't have a good diet and how he wasn't motivated and all those things. And that can all change. He was 21, 20 while I was here. Now he's 23, 24. So those things can all change. I believe he is actually, yeah, he just about to turn 23. I apologize. So he was 19 while he was at Washington State, and those guys are talking about him. So a lot can change in 3 years. A lot can change in 1 year. I don't see a quarterback who's a polished, perfect step-in Andrew Luck, but I also see a potential for an all-pro player one day. Do you guys have any thoughts on him? Dalton,
I mean, it was kind of an up and down year for Miami from what I saw. I mean, he killed it, but I feel like a lot of they played from behind so much this year, so he had the chance to actually go out and throw. I was not a big fan of Miami this year either. That's why I'm a little surprised we're seeing him like as the absolute number 1 guy here in this draft.
Oh, you're surprised by that?
I'm a little surprised, yeah.
That's crazy. I do know that the big board
I
that
figured
I use.
I figured he'd be one of the top quarterbacks.
Oh wow! Goodell going full blowhard on the Packers and riding a bicycle out onto stage. I swear, dude, the NFL loves to work the Packers in at any given opportunity.
Well, I mean, it's in Green Bay this year, so.
Yeah, I know. Why is the draft in Green Bay? Exactly.
In Pittsburgh next year. Who cares?
I know, it's weird. Why not have it in like Miami on a beach?
They're doing different, that way all the fans can get a chance.
Lil Wayne. I just Diana Rossini just tweeted out 2 minutes
That's
ago
right.
that the Denver Broncos are making an aggressive push to get into the NFL's top 10. So the top 10 in the draft, I presume, is what that means.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Do you think they're trying to go for Warren?
Oh, here we go. Oh, they're booing him. He just said, "Come on." He just gave him one of these. Come on. Whenever they booed him, that was amazing. They're about to go. Any shocking? Who's that? Who's that to Goodell's left? Is that James Jones? I think that's James Jones.
Well, I'm like 30 seconds behind you, so I'm going to try to watch on something else so I can
Just watch on
not be
NFL
so
Plus.
far behind.
I'm
is it
pretty
free?
sure it's James Jones.
Is it
I
free on
can't tell.
NFL? No, it's
I
not.
don't know. You don't pay for NFL Plus?
No,
Bro,
I pay for
we have an
ESPN
NFL
Plus.
We have an NFL YouTube channel. You don't pay for NFL Plus.
No,
Bro, it's like $4.99 a month.
It's worth it.
I have
$5.
so many subscriptions.
So what's one more? No, Pack, no. Hear him chanting it at the draft? No, Pack, no. No, Pack, no. I should have worn my No Pack, no jersey. That's what I should have done. That would have been genius.
What jersey are you wearing, Spoon?
CD Lamb, because my thought is that if I wear the guy that was our best draft pick in the last 5 years, hopefully we will do something similar this year. I don't know. Just my thought process, I guess. Hold on. I got a lot of shit going on my end.
Ugh. Ugh. God, this is the worst thing ever for me, having to sit here and watch them just parade the Packers' greatness.
I've got the Pat McAfee draft spectacular on as well.
Ugh. That was James Jones. Packers super fan Lil Wayne. Bandwagon fan. That's what Lil Wayne is.
Shut up.
He is.
No, he's not.
He's a Packers, Lakers, Yankees fan.
And he's been a Packers fan for years.
But those are like, he literally as a little kid went, what are like the three most successful franchises? Like, nah, you gotta have some kind of family loyalty. You can't just pick the best of everything and
You
just
can do whatever
follow
the fuck
that.
you want.
No, you can't.
Yes,
You have to
can, brother.
suffer. You have to suffer in at least one sport. For me, it's football and hockey.
You're not a bandwagoner to me if you don't change your team every year, and he hasn't changed his team at all. So
You're a bandwagoner to me if you pick a team solely based on that they win. You're hopping on the bandwagon. That's kind of the whole term.
yeah, but if you stick with it, then you're just a fan.
So Golden State fans are just fans?
Now, if they're still Golden State fans,
Clay Matthews put on some weight. Normally you see the lineman type like shed all their weight. I mean, he doesn't look fat or anything. He looks bigger than he used to. All right, he just opened it. Tennessee's on the clock. My Green Bay hate can stop now. Tennessee is on the clock. I'll stop non-Green Bay now. Sorry for everybody. We're gonna have to watch our language. We're live streaming on X, Instagram, and YouTube. We're gonna have to watch our language, boys.
you're gonna have to watch your language.
You are.
No, we are, or we're gonna get kicked off all the platforms. All right, so pure hater, absolutely.
What you
Sorry, I'm
drinking
in the
there, Spoon?
Make sure you guys open
Little
your
glass of
comments on
wine.
here.
Glass
Steven
of wine
Cronin
for the
says,
draft.
Yeah,
pure
I don't
hater.
feel like drinking a whole lot.
I am the purest
just
form of
too
hate
much.
when it comes to the Green Bay Packers. There is no denying. The purest form of it. Rich Eisen. This is a pretty good booth we got rocking here.
Bro, I'm liking Mike McCarthy hanging out with Pat McAfee.
Is he? Is he on the McAfee show?
Yeah.
I mean, is there any chance we see Travis Hunter go right here?
There's a chance. I'd say there's a chance.
Would you say it's more or less than 1?
Like 1% chance.
Yeah, that Hunter goes at the first overall pick. They just shock everybody. Forgo Cam Ward. They're giving Will Levis another opportunity.
No way.
So you're saying less than 1% chance?
Yeah, there's. I
So in
almost want to put it at 0.
So out of 100 drafts, it wouldn't happen one time.
I don't think so.
Dalt?
I think it would happen one time, maybe out of 100 drafts.
Nah, you're freaking dumb. I just want to say
Logged off.
that
Just
whole
black,
thing.
black, just black screen.
Black screen. Man, I don't know. I would really love to see them.
See, this is why the
shock
draft
the
is
world.
annoying to me. Why are we 2 minutes in? Like everybody knows that Cam Ward is a shoo-in.
I get
they
that.
still haven't picked.
I
Like,
get what you're
why-
saying. I get what you're saying. I really do.
I feel like it's a
however-
running thing that it's like, hey, whoever has the first pick, they just go ahead and take their whole time. Just to,
Yeah, you.
It's
so-
just kind of, I guess,
so-
to give other teams like last minute chances to make some trades real quick.
GT to Vegas will definitely happen. I don't know if you boys noticed, but we have comments open on the right hand side of your screen.
I
up
did.
there
I
at the
saw
top.
that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Make sure to have those open so that the boys can respond. You can respond to the boys, and the boys can respond to you.
Okay, I don't.
I am-
Mine's not loading.
I don't know, maybe because your internet is. That's what I think of you, Spoon.
Thanks,
No.
man.
So while we're waiting here, I have a question. Spoon, did you get your list?
I did not.
Spoon
didn't
was
have
going to
time
put together a list of the worst draft
Unfortunately.
classes of all time, and we drop them throughout the show.
I was
but
thinking about
apparently-
possibly looking at some of them.
Yeah, we can look
making a
at some
quick
throughout the show.
list.
We have some time. I don't know if you noticed. We have a little time.
We have a
to
lot
kill.
of time in between.
Well, we only have 6 minutes left in this one. But I would like to ask you guys, worst draft trades in NFL history. So obviously, a draft trade is any trade that includes draft picks. I'm gonna say Russ to Denver is now taking the cake for worst draft associated trade ever. Like for a
Really?
long time, I think it was Minnesota for obvious reasons. But the way at least Herschel Walker ran for 1,000 yards one time, and we didn't pay him more money than anybody else. Spoon, what do you think? Do you think that it's a fair accusation?
Man, I'm still trying to just watch the draft.
Man, you didn't get this figured out earlier?
It's just not loading. Everything else is. I got Twitter freaking going.
That's because you're trying
Hard
to do
right
some
now.
third-rate right now.
No, I'm
Kinda-
not. I'm literally on ESPN
kinda-
Plus. I
you
just
running
paid for
over
it
here?
for $6 a month
ESPN Plus or NFL Plus?
or NFL Plus.
Oh, well,
sorry.
then I don't know because my NFL Plus is
Yeah,
going right
mine's
now.
just.
Yeah, I got
They're
that on my
showing-
phone.
I just have the buffering right now.
Try rebooting the web browser.
Oh, I
That-
did.
Like that web browser. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know then. I don't know what your problem is, but you need to figure it out. Yeah, they're talking about Cam Ward right now and his ability to escape, create, arm power, but now they're talking about how he does too much, and I tend to agree with that. On the field, I know I talked earlier about him being lazy. On the field, I don't think he's super lazy. On the field, I think he's a good player. I think his efforts he's not gonna pull an Anthony Richardson. Sorry, Colts fans. And bow out midway through a drive. I don't think he's that kind of player. But I don't think many people are that kind of player. That's kind of insane, actually, that we're talking about that. That actually happened.
Yeah, that's the whole
Oh.
thing.
Pick is in. Pick is in.
Here we go.
Oh, significant interest from other teams on trading up for the number 1, according to Rappaport. Saints
I don't think
inquired.
it happens.
No, I don't think it happens. I think he was just saying that there was interest from
was,
other teams, and that's why they held off on putting the pick in. So Dalton, for you earlier, you were saying like, why do these teams always like wait so long? Greatness, Dalton. When you're great at something, you don't make a decision until you have to. Why would you make a decision before you absolutely needed to? Who knows? Maybe the Patriots just can't take it anymore, and they want Hunter so bad they can't see straight, and they throw in an extra first and call you at the last second, but you turned in the pick 2 minutes early and you didn't get that. I'm
All
just
right.
saying.
I figured it out.
What'd you do?
Thank God.
Well, I mean, I have my parents' account. I have somebody else's YouTube TV account.
Oh my God.
So I basically just had to free pick it. I didn't want to watch it on someone else's. I wanted to watch it on my own thing. But yeah, obviously NFL Plus is not loading.
Trade. The Browns are trading the number 2 overall pick and a 4th round pick and a 6th round pick to the Jags, who are sending the 5th, a 2nd, a 4th, and a 1st round pick next year. So that's 2 firsts, a 2nd, and a 4th to move up
To
2
two.
picks.
So we
No, 3 picks.
already
3
we
picks.
already have a trade.
Cam Ward.
It just dropped.
Cam Ward's the pick.
Cam Ward,
It's
number 1
official.
overall.
Cameron Ward is the 101 of the 2025 NFL Draft. Congratulations.
Wow. So the Jags are getting the number 2 pick.
Yeah, the Jags are on the clock.
Who did they trade up to get? Travis Hunter?
Ginty.
Ginty.
Maybe Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter would be wild.
Could you imagine if
Travis Hunter to
GT
the
goes right
Jags.
here? Oh my
Trevor
God!
Lawrence,
It's
Throw him
either
to Brian
GT
Thomas Jr. and yeah, it's either Ginty or
Hunter.
it's Ginty,
Hunter,
Carter, or
yeah.
Hunter.
I don't think they trade up to get Carter there.
Guys, I do wanna point out the possibility that
They trade up for who?
or not the possibility. I want to give props to the Browns for essentially like they're gonna get a super talented player at 5. Like they're gonna get a Mason Graham, they're gonna get a Ginty, they're gonna get why can't I think of the LSU tackle's name? Why am I blanking? T-Rex arms. God, why am I blanking so hard right now? Nobody? Everybody blanking?
Damn, so the Jags just traded their 1st and their 3rd next
Will
year.
Campbell. Yeah, that's what I just said.
You think Will
Yeah,
Campbell?
he's setting it in.
No, I'm saying that. God, you weren't listening to any of that.
No, I wasn't
You
because I'm
piece
listening
of
to the
sh-
draft.
No, I'm just kidding. I know. I can tell. But we're supposed to be communicating right now.
Oh, I know.
So, you. No, I was saying that the Browns essentially get to move back 3 spots, still pick up a generational player or a top 5 player in the draft, and they picked up a 1st round pick next year. And
I think that's a great trade.
Like that is here they have it on screen. So Jags get the 2nd overall pick, a 4th and a 6th, and then the Browns get the 5th overall pick, a 2nd round pick, a 4th round pick, and a 1st round pick next year. I think that's insane value. They're doing a 2nd round pick swap, a 4th round pick swap. They're giving up a 6th and a 1st. That's great value.
Yeah.
That is great value for the Browns. I mean,
So
I don't agree. With,
I don't know who it is that the Jags really like here, but there's somebody they really.
I mean, it's got to
want
be
to
Hunter, right?
I would
It's gotta
assume it's
be.
Travis Hunter.
It's got to be Travis Hunter. Because
So that means Cleveland must have not been very high on Hunter at all.
well, for that much, I wouldn't be that. I would take that over Hunter. I would take a 1st round pick plus some for Hunter.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, so how weak do you guys think this draft class is?
I don't think it's very weak. I think it's pretty strong.
You
I don't think
pretty
it's very
strong?
weak, but I don't think it's the one that. I mean, it's not the greatest one we've seen. It's definitely a lower
I mean, as
end
far as Hall of
draft.
Famers go, I think it's kind of weak. I mean, if I had to put my money on it, I would say there are 3 Hall of Famer level players in this draft. One of them happens to be at guard, so I don't think that there will be much there. Like, there's not going to be a huge draw for that. But Ginty and Hunter could absolutely be Hall of Fame players one day.
Yeah, I'm just not very high on this draft at all.
Yeah, but you don't know.
If you look at other ones, but we don't know. We don't know. That's the thing. I'm just looking at it right now. Well, I mean, we've been looking at it for the last couple months, but it just
I don't
doesn't
know.
seem.
What happens? Can I show? Ooh, I can show comments. I like that. Noah Hoskins says GT to Las Vegas. I like it.
I don't know. Maybe.
He
Maybe not
hopes.
though.
I don't
Steven
know.
Cronin says Travis Hunter too.
I mean, that's honestly what I'm thinking here.
I mean,
I'm thinking that's the whole point of them trading up. They must have saw something in Travis Hunter they really like.
I mean, that's the Jaguars room. So the pick is in. I didn't see Travis Hunter on the phone just now, and they're all shaking hands in the Jags war room, like congratulations. And they showed Travis Hunter 10 seconds ago, and he wasn't on the phone or freaking out.
Let's see.
Maybe it was a delay thing. Maybe they showed an earlier. He was sitting next to Lil Wayne, hanging out with Lil Wayne.
Travis Hunter was.
Yeah, and the pick is in. I don't know. I'm saying it's either GT or Hunter. I'm going Hunter. I mean, for what
Yeah.
Jacksonville does, I don't. They're not going to build their offense around a running back. They have Trevor Lawrence, right? They're not building their
Agreed.
offense around GT. Go get just a special weapon in Hunter, probably the best overall player in this draft.
So this changes a lot now because now who do the Browns take at 5? Do you think they?
It depends on who's there.
Yeah.
It depends on who's there. It completely depends on who's there. And I have my spreadsheet up here in front of us, so I'll keep up to date on who goes where. I'll be entering the teams in as we go. I'm using it's called Thor's 500 big board. So his big board is who I'm using. I respect his opinion a lot. That's over at fantasylife.com. So make sure to check out Thor. He's absolutely awesome, studly dude. He really good guy.
Pick's
He
been
does.
in for a whole minute.
I mean, you are the most impatient person.
Yeah,
Enjoy
I
it.
am.
Just enjoy it. We're here.
Yeah, but it's like,
It's like what?
figure it out. Like,
But
why are
they're
you
filling out
telling
the
me the
card.
pick is in
They're
if we're
filling out the
not?
card.
Okay,
They're saying
so then
congratulations.
don't say the pick is in yet.
But the pick is in. They called the pick in.
It's not in. No one's saying nothing. We don't know who it is.
We don't know, but they know. They're filling out the card right now. Goodell's dapping him up. Congratulations. They're handing Goodell the card. I like it.
Pick
I like
in.
it that it takes so long.
No.
I love it. Here he
Stupid.
comes. Here he comes. Jaguars selection. Is that Arik Armstead? I didn't see who they said that was. All right, let's see. He's going in.
Walter Payton, Man of the Year.
I mean, he's talking a lot. It is Arik Armstead. I knew it. I was right. I was talking, so I missed who he said, but I was like, that looks
Here
like
we go.
Arik Armstead. Or it's Eric? It's pronounced Eric? I thought it was Arik. I've been saying that wrong since he was drafted. God, why does nobody correct me on these things? He goes, Duval. I fucking hate that. Am I the only one who thinks that's annoying?
Yeah, I mean it's fine, you know. Every fan base is annoying.
That's not true.
Skull is annoying.
No, it's not. It's iconic. Gives you chills up and down your spine. I mean, talk to the players, man. They voted, not me. All right. I didn't care about your speech. I want to hear who the Jaguars selected.
Oh, now who's being impatient?
Me. We have a trade, he says. Yeah, we knew about the trade already. He's got multiple cue cards, that's why.
Yep. I don't want to hear. Please don't go. Okay.
Travis
Yep.
Hunter. Travis Hunter.
Nice. Travis Hunter to the Jags. Brian Thomas Jr.
Never a doubt. Never a doubt.
Okay. So Ginty's going to Vegas, it looks like.
I mean, unless the
I-
Bears
I
trade
don't
up with the
know.
Pats. What do you guys think? You think there's a chance the Bears trade up with the Pats?
That's kind of the
I think
trade
the Bears
I thought
would
was
trade.
gonna- that
The
was
Bears
gonna
would trade
happen.
with the Giants. I'll be surprised if the Giants don't trade out here.
The Giants? Nah.
Yep, trade back because they want a quarterback, and their quarterback is going to be available at
No way.
10, 20.
That's a cool hallway they got with all the teams on the side there. That was cool.
I'm excited to see him play, dude. He's going to be crazy.
You gonna go crazy.
Shout out my buddy Justin Vietmeyer, Jaguars
You a Jags
fan,
fan?
big Jags fan.
I don't think I know any Jags fans.
I know 2.
Yeah, I don't think I know a single Jags fan.
My
Oh, no.
old
Uh,
my old manager at Zoomies, shout out Jasmine, she's a Jags fan. And then, like I said, Justin Vietmeyer.
I know a Jacksonville native, but he's a Seahawks fan, so
Jackson Dart, number 3 overall.
oh my god, I'll freak out, bro. I'll freak out.
Did you see
I'd
what
love to see it.
what
Yeah,
the
the
Giants son-
GM's kid who told them to draft Jaden Daniels last year.
No. Obviously.
All right, so pick compensation. Yeah, dude. They absolutely tore the Browns apart. The Browns got excessive value on every single pick in the trade. Like they won the value chart in every single pick in that trade. Clean sweep. Oof.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. And they still get a top 5 player here, or a top 5
Yeah,
pick as
in
well.
the Johnson, Hill, Stewart, OTC, PFF, and Baldwin trade charts, the Browns won every single one of them. He says somewhere he wanted to play. I mean,
Do you think he would rather play in Jacksonville over Cleveland?
ooh.
I would.
I don't know, man. He was one of the few. Travis Hunter was one of the few guys that when they asked about Green Bay, like you see all the players talking about like Green Bay and the draft being in Green Bay, and like Ashton Jeanty was like, "Ah, man, there's not really much to do here. We're just kind of waiting." Like, yeah. And then Hunter was like, "Man, I love it here. It's super chill. Like, there's not a big city. Like, this is exactly what I like." So I think he probably would have preferred Cleveland just on the
Chanting
like,
Cowboys suck.
I don't know though. Jacksonville's kind of a small city too, and it's right there on the beach. I feel like he's gonna love that.
yeah, but it's more of a party city.
Yeah, well, and
Comparatively to Cleveland, though.
ooh, the pick is in.
Yeah,
we
well,
say-
we still
what do
got
we
10
think?
more minutes.
We do.
What do we
Spoon,
think
be
here?
patient.
What do we think here? What do we think here, boys?
Are we confident in Abdul Carter going number 3?
I know
I'm not.
I am not confident, but I'm gonna say Carter. I'm gonna say Carter goes 3.
I don't think that's who man.
Who do you think?
Okay,
you're
so
going
if
with?
it's not Abdul Carter, guys, then who is he going with, or who are
If
they
it's
going with? Sorry.
not Abdul Carter, I
Shedeur
would
Sanders.
take. Shh.
Shadur?
Maybe.
Trade up at number 2 for non QBs. The only one that's
97.
oof. Orlando Pace was the last one. That one worked out pretty well, but Darrell Russell for the Raiders did not. So
Nothing usually really works out for the Raiders, unfortunately.
hey, don't say that. Ashton Jeanty's about to become a Raider.
We'll see.
We'll see about
See,
that.
look at the comment. Jeanty to Las Vegas.
Yeah. Known respected sports pundit Noah Hoskins.
Yeah, no one knows what he's
That guy's family's almost big enough to have his own NFL team.
guy.
He's got 4 kids, man.
He's
Just-
pumping them out, dude. He's trying to get to have a 6th man of the year. He's got Raiders don't miss on
Raiders
running backs,
don't miss
boys.
on RBs, boys.
Raiders don't miss
Okay.
on RBs, boys. I like it.
I hope not.
I like it.
I would love to see Gene T to the Raiders.
Man, I think Gene T's gonna be
Raiders.
special. New York, the pick is in.
everything
They're
else
high
they do.
fiving, they're clapping. He said, but everything else they do.
Here we go.
Thank you, Noah.
Abdul
Appreciate
Carter.
you, buddy.
Taking Abdul Carter.
Oh, you're ahead of me now.
I'm watching the Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. It is confirmed. Abdul Carter
It
goes.
is Abdul
Going to the
Carter.
Giants. Shout out.
We're going New York Giants. Travis Hunter went to the Jags. So we have Titans, Jags, Giants off the clock. Wow, look at that chain. Jesus, that is some ice.
I thought the same thing, Steve. I thought Shador was going.
He said, Steve, 2 for 2 so far. Not anymore, buddy boy.
Yeah.
Not
He said
anymore,
2 for
buddy
2.
boy.
And then he shoots and he misses.
And then he goes, damn. All right. What do we?
Well, I know
what do we
you don't
think?
like that pick.
I don't. Here's my thing. They're showing it on screen now. Quick first step. Pursuit range. These are all things you like out of your middle linebacker. Pursuit range. I mean, this is just not what you
Yeah, but-
want out of an edge rusher, in my
What are you
opinion.
talking about? He's
I
like
just-
Micah.
But he's no. Micah is way better than this guy was. Way better. Micah can win with power. Micah can win with speed. Micah can win with his hands, and he can also play in coverage at an elite level. Micah is a different animal. This dude, the similarities between Micah and this dude, they're both men. They both went to Penn State. They both play outside linebacker. That's the similarities. And they're both good with speed. Like that is a fact. They are both good with speed. And he is elite with speed, Abdul Carter is. He is one of the best speed prospects I've ever seen. But once a tackle gets his hands on him, he ends up in the dirt. And NFL left tackles are not going to let you use the same move 30 times a game. They're going to dominate you.
Dude,
Like, I
hate
just
Roger
don't.
Goodell.
It's just. I mean, they got Navarro Bowman, Micah Parsons, LeVar Arrington up there. Abdul Carter's the next man up. I don't see it. I don't see it working out for him. I mean, it could, unless he comes in and just shows this arsenal of moves that we've never seen before, which could happen. I'm not saying it can't.
Okay. Here's where the draft starts.
Yeah, here's where it begins. I mean, they are
Who's number 4?
100%.
Who are the Patriots going to pick now?
The New England Patriots probably, in my opinion, going to go Will Campbell.
That's where I'm thinking. I think they need some offensive line help. Will Campbell is by far the best offensive lineman. Well, I wouldn't say by far. You have Armand Mimbu. He's pretty good
Yeah,
as well.
I like
think
Armand.
I mean, it wouldn't be crazy to see Armand go here instead of Will Campbell. Maybe they like him better. All right.
I mean,
the pick is in.
I think both of them will go in this top 10. Armand and Will Campbell. I definitely think both of them are going to go. To what level? I don't know. I'm gonna reload my draft just to make sure it's up to date. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I just saw that the pick is in. Is the pick not in right now?
Haven't seen it
I
yet.
still got New York Giants up on my screen. I don't even see.
Yeah. They're still talking the selection. Patriots on the clock.
Yeah, Patriots. They're showing the Patriots on the screen, but across
Still,
the bottom,
still
they're
talking to
having-
Abdul.
yeah, they're talking
Yeah,
to
they're still
Abdul Carter
talking
right
about
now.
Abdul.
Peter Schrager
I
has
don't have
Will
that.
Campbell going.
Who's your guys' biggest draft bust ever?
Ever?
Yeah. Speaking of, I think.
I mean,
Abdul's
probably
the big
Jamarcus
bust.
Russell.
That's your
He's
biggest.
probably the biggest bust ever.
I mean, it's hard for me not to say Jamarcus Russell, but you know who goes hella underrated that I think was a bust compared for what he was billed as
Hmm.
is Jameis Winston. Like he's had a career and he had his starting time and he wasn't like a complete bust, which Jamarcus was. But I remember them talking about Jameis Winston as like the next Steve Young, the next like that level player. He was gonna be like people didn't like shit on him whenever he
I
told
don't
Mike
know,
Evans.
man. I, as far as I know, I thought Johnny Manziel was the biggest
Well,
bust ever.
man, that one perplexed me because that one was like to me as a high schooler, that one was never even like, oh, Manziel's gonna dominate the NFL. Like people thought that, and I'm like, dude, he's like 5'11", running around for his life, making plays. That's all great. At the NFL level, he's gonna get dominated. And granted, there were some mental things, and who knows if he buckles down and focuses really hard and tries his hardest, he may have an NFL career. But like, I never saw that one as gonna be a huge success
Ryan.
just because
I was gonna say Ryan Leaf is a pretty big bust.
Ryan
as well.
Leaf, that one drugs and alcohol killed that one. That one was rough. I mean, Ryan Leaf he was right there with Peyton Manning of who's gonna go, him or Peyton. He was looked at the exact same way as Peyton Manning,
Mhm.
and I mean, complete and total bust.
All right, now I see the pick is in.
I'm at commercial right now.
Well, I mean, it's still going to show it at the bottom. Is it not showing at the
No,
bottom for
I'm
you?
just on commercial. I'm just at commercial.
Okay.
It's a
yeah,
long.
it shows.
It's a lawn care. Roundup lawn care right now. I'm at commercial for Roundup lawn care.
Yep. So
Yep.
it is. Yeah, they have the. I think he's.
Who's your biggest letdown? Biggest letdown for you, like in the draft? Not a full on bust. Doesn't have to be a bust.
Well,
Just
so
somebody
far,
that-
Mozzie Smith has been a pretty big letdown. We picked him.
That's a good one. I thought he was going to be good too.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be really good. I thought it was gonna be really cool to pair up next to Michael Parsons, and he has just. I mean, nobody's really heard his name. Odigizua is somebody who I would say is like Odigizua and Overshown are like two players that really were like in the opposite way that I weren't
I mean,
super high on.
let-
that absolutely, exceeded expectations.
I want an opinion from you guys. Is Jamison Williams a bust? Number 12 overall pick, Heisman.
Jameson Williams.
Yeah, from the Lions.
Yeah, wide receiver for the Lions. I mean, I wouldn't say he's a bust.
I mean,
I would say he was definitely drafted way too high.
he's a low end 2 on his own team.
I mean, there's much worse bust than.
Yeah,
than
no,
him,
I'm
for
not
sure.
saying
I
that
don't.
he's the worst bust. I'm just saying, is he a bust? I would classify that as a bust, but I would classify Christian Watkins as a bust as well.
I mean, Jalen Rager is a pretty big bust as well.
Jalen Rager. So Jalen
That is
Rager
a
and
bust.
Henry Ruggs are full blown. Like those
Yeah.
are without a doubt busts. Wow, this is the Patriots' first round pick since 2020. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that.
I
They
did not know
picked-
that.
Drake May last year.
Yeah, what was that? It just said first round pick since 2020.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They
They
select
picked Drake May last year. I don't know
Will
what that was.
Campbell?
I must have misread that.
Will Campbell.
There goes Will
It's
Campbell.
Will Campbell.
Yep.
God, you guys
See-
are way ahead of me now. My internet sucks. I'm just now coming back from commercial.
Oh, he
Pull up-
he just announced it right now for mine.
pull up Pat McAfee because that's what I'm watching. I got the Pat McAfee thing going, and I got NFL Plus going.
Where-
I
is
have
Pat McAfee on
Twitter
ESPN?
that I'm refreshing as well.
YouTube, just put
YouTube,
Pat
you
McAfee's
can-
on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right. Way to go, Pat. Yeah, Goodell's just now walking out on NFL Plus. Patty.
And this is the guy. This is the guy with the short arms, right? That everybody was saying.
Yeah. This is the T-Rex.
He's not gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm with Will on this one. He talked about like, when you watch him play, he's elite. And then you go to the combine, you measure his arms and his arms are too short, he can't play. Like what? Like watch the tape. The dude can play. The dude is an elite tackle. This dude is gonna protect Drake May for the next
Well,
12 years probably if everything goes perfectly for them. Gotta update the spreadsheet, get Will Campbell in there to the New
Boston
England.
Connor was just talking about how Penei Sewell, his arms are about the same length as Will Campbell, and no one's really.
All right, so now Cleveland is back on the clock.
Now we're gonna see who they traded back for.
Cleveland.
Who do they
Did
want?
they trade back?
And like,
go
why
ahead and
did they
just
trade
nab
away
Ginty?
from Travis Hunter? Or like
Oh my god. Oh my god. Do they go Gene T?
They definitely could.
that would make
Do
me
they
cry.
go Gene T right now?
I'm
If
not
you're
even.
enjoying the live stream, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate you.
I
guys.
wouldn't be shocked though if they went like Jalen Walker here or possibly like a Mason
Jalen
Graham.
Walker. Wow. I could see him going Membu.
They don't
I
really
like
have a
Armand.
quarterback
I
that
think
needs-
he's
What
really
if they
good.
pick Shador here?
Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Move back from two
move
and get
back.
and then go, we got our guy,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, it wouldn't be crazy. Like I said, I think my biggest crazy prediction was the Jets taking Sanders at 7, which is kind of crazy.
It
Little
is
crazy.
it is really
It's a
crazy.
little crazy.
I mean,
but
they're
we've seen
showing Will
crazier
Campbell.
things.
They're showing Will Campbell on the screenplay right here. The dude's reach is insane. The dude's an absolute bully on the field. I just don't see why everybody thinks or people think because his arms are a little shorter that he won't be able to play in the NFL. He has the ability to absolutely just anchor down an offensive line. I mean, have you guys ever heard the term blue chip feet? It's how scouts talk about linemen's feet, and you want like elite level prospects have blue chip feet, right? And he's got them. He's got the feet. He's got the hands. He's got the anchor. He's got the size outside of arm length. Like I don't know. I like it. I love this dude. The Thor 500.
I like when dudes cry. I like
What?
when dudes cry. I like when dudes cry when they get drafted.
You like that?
Will Campbell's crying right now, and I'm just like, I don't know. I just think it's funny,
Hey, that's fair.
but it's cool. You know, like I get
Yeah,
it.
no, that's an overwhelming emotion, dude. You've made your childhood dream come true. All those mornings getting up at like
Yeah,
I like to
not only to get drafted, but to get drafted in the top 4, dude. Like,
yeah. And,
what,
like, people
what an
always talk-
achievement.
Yeah,
People
first
always
offensive lineman off the board, and everybody, and he was that's probably why I was crying because everybody, you know, like we said, everybody was counting him out because of his arm length. And
I mean,
it's-
I still
and
feel
they're
like most people
yeah.
expected him to go here.
I had
But I
him
just
going
was saying
for it.
I don't get why the people who didn't were
Because
saying
I'm
that.
going to be honest, like Dalton just said, okay, now's when the real draft starts. Honestly, this is where I think the real draft starts. I think I had the
yeah,
first,
yeah.
we had
5
the first
is
4
where the
picks
draft
stolen.
starts.
Like I always thought
I-
Will Campbell was going to go 4.
Oh my god, dude, Mason Graham and Myles Garrett together on the same D line. Scary.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if we see Jalen Walker or Mason Graham go here. I don't think they go Tyler Warren. I don't think they go wide receiver.
I'm gonna go. I want Mason Graham if I'm Cleveland.
Or do they go GT?
It could be Ginty, man. It could be. They just lost Nick Chubb. I mean, I feel like
they
the
got Mike
Raiders.
McCarthy. They got Mike
Because they're-
McCarthy in.
I feel like the
Yeah, Mike-
Raiders would be more. What am I trying to say? I feel like the Raiders would have been more proactive in trading up if they thought Cleveland would take Ginty.
I mean,
You
maybe
never
they
know.
were.
Maybe-
Maybe we just don't
maybe-
know.
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
this
they
is-
just
hold
didn't-
Hold on, this is the most Cleveland Browns move ever, though, to miss out on Hunter.
Here we go.
this Here we go. I can't hear.
Mason Graham, let's go. Wow. So this is so funny because this is exactly all the players that we thought would go where they've gone in the picks, but they just haven't gone to the same teams. You know.
Yeah, no.
We all
nailed
thought
the
Travis
top
Hunter was going to
5.
go 2.
We did
Yeah,
nail
we
the
nailed-
top 5.
We nailed the top 5. Now
Just
here,
the wrong teams.
I think we nailed the top 6.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
now
we'll see.
I think Ginty goes here.
All right, we've
Our
heard
buddy
it.
Noah's about to get his wish.
Our buddy Noah has said it. Yeah, I'm throwing the comment up
Hang
on
on, I
screen
gotta-
now.
I'll be right
He
back.
said
Yep.
it.
He's
Ooh.
gonna get his wish here.
Ooh, let's see. I'm gonna check the old social. Carolina has been fielding calls about trading the number 8 pick. That's
Carolina?
from Schefter. Yeah, Schefter just tweeted that out. So we got some potential.
I
We
told you,
got
man.
some potential.
So I talked to Brenner earlier, and we kind of discussed about how many trades we think are going to happen tonight. I predicted 4.
He said the over under was 3.5.
For me,
is what
I
he
just
gave
made
me.
that over under up. I said
Yeah,
3.5.
but that's the over under you gave me, and I said
Yeah.
under. I think 3. We have our 1 in the top 10, then
Shit, we
2
might have 2
between
in the top
15 and
10.
32. We have 2?
We might have 2 in the top
Oh,
10.
might have 2. I was like, we've
Yeah,
only
I
had
was
1.
saying, if Carolina's fielding trades, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets move back, honestly.
I wouldn't either. I'm grabbing my charger. I'm not going too far here.
Okay.
Literally
wouldn't be
just
surprised. Would not-
disappearing out of camera view for a second to grab my charger here.
Would not be surprised if the Jets or the Panthers tried to move back. Get an extra
Jets.
draft pick to kind of solidify their future in the next couple of years, because I don't see a real future for them next year.
Ooh, you know what I should have been doing this whole time that I haven't been?
What?
Pulling up the PFF mock drafter. Live draft tracker on PFF. Ooh. NFL draft, mock draft simulator. I'm just going to do all teams. Give me all teams. Enter draft. So we got, oh wow, it's updated. I have a live draft board update. All right, there we go.
Wish we
There's
could show
that.
some film on these guys to get drafted.
Yeah, I wish we could too, man. Wish we could too without getting sued by the NFL. We don't have those rights yet. We're not that guy, pal. Not that guy. All right, so the PFF has
what?
the Raiders pick in. PFF has the Raiders pick in. Do you guys want to know who they have in?
They went Armand Mimbu, didn't they?
No.
No? Did they
Don't
not
know
go
who it is?
Ginty?
They went Ashton Jeanty. We're gonna
Okay.
see how right that. I mean, so the screen I'm looking at here has Jeanty as the Raiders selection, and it says actual pick. I mean,
So is the
I
pick not in?
hope he goes to the Raiders. Diana Rossini can suck it if that's the case, because she reported all day that the Bears are gonna move up. Diana Rossini hasn't reported anything that's gonna happen all offseason. I swear to God, she just said stuff and then it doesn't happen every time. She's about to. I mean, is she going to be wrong again? I mean, is the pick even in on the screen?
It's not showing right now.
I mean,
Like I
is
said, I'm gonna-
Is PFF that far ahead? Like they're in the
They're
in
in the
building, so
room?
they're just updating, even though the draft on TV is 5 minutes behind. No way they'd do that, right? Let's see. The Jets have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Jets already have 8 picks. I just don't see them trading back to acquire more capital when you already have 8 picks. The Panthers have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9
Ooh.
picks, and they're talking about trading back, which is
Yeah,
insane.
so sources are
they
saying
go.
that. Listen,
Here they go.
real quick. Sources are saying that the Panthers are scrambling after Mason Graham pick. They are now looking to trade
G&T.
down.
G&T official. G&T official. All right, we're gonna have
There
it.
is.
We're gonna have it before they do. I'm gonna keep updating the draft here. I mean, G&T. I mean, this is gonna be so good. Your dynasty drafts are about to be 101 Ashton G&T across the board.
Hey, guess who has the 101 in one of our fantasy
Nobody
or in
cares.
our dynasty draft?
Nobody
I do.
cares. Literally nobody cares. Eat a rock. I mean, look at that guy run. I mean, they're showing highlights on screen. He does not have 4.2 speed or anything like that, but people just can't tackle him, dude. I mean,
He's so
the
slippery.
contact balance, the vision. I mean, it's like watching Bijan with like the power of David Montgomery.
So who in our mock did we have the Jets taking here? Was it
Which
was
mock?
well, I mean, who do we usually have them go? We
I mean,
usually
we
have
had
them
them
go
go with-
Mimbo.
We had him go with a couple different guys. We had
I
him
know
go
I thought we had him go
with
Mimbo.
Membo. We had him go Mike Green. I know at one point we had him trading out with the Seahawks, which I don't think is going to happen anymore.
No.
I mean, you kind of got to go Membo here, right?
I would think so. Either him or Jalen Walker, right?
I feel like it's Membo. It is.
It is Mimbo.
It's Membo. Armand Membo is the New York Jets' newest player. I gotta update the spreadsheet. I'm getting busy looking at this. We're dropping it. I mean, PFF is dropping this early. Early. Las Vegas. Armand Membo goes to the New York Football Jets.
Damn. Yeah, PFF is dropping this shit real quick.
I love it. I love it. We're dropping this while they're still talking about GT. They're still talking about GT. We're already on.
We already know
the
who the next
Panthers-
pick is.
The Panthers are on the clock. Memphis.
Yeah, see, here it is. I just got it on Twitter now. 7th pick of the draft, Armand Mimbo.
Yeah. I mean, does anybody on this show or in the comments watching this live think that Noah finally popped in? I just saw it. Noah, I'm so sorry. I got it up late, a minute late. Let's go.
No, you might wanna keep our stream going because we're dropping these picks before
we're
anyone else
dropping
is
these
right
picks. I mean they haven't even announced the Jets pick. They're taking Armand Membo.
Yeah.
I mean, great pick. I mean, Justin Fields is not a good quarterback. He's a great playmaker with the football in his hand. He's not a good passing quarterback, in my opinion. You're going to need a lot of talent around him to win football games, which they are trying to put together. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's fair? Am I being too tough on Justin
I think
Fields?
that's the oh, never mind. I was gonna say I'm just talking about the pick. I think that's the
Oh.
safe pick there for sure. I think that,
I mean, who's the dangerous pick?
the dangerous pick was Shador. Probably Shador or going like Tet.
I mean,
I'm
is
not super
the
high on Tet.
Shador watch, right? We're watching 9 for Shador.
Yeah, next
Shador.
team for sure.
Who
Honestly,
does
I
Carolina
wouldn't
go
even.
with?
I got him taking Jalen Walker.
Jalen Walker.
Either Jalen Walker or Tyler Warren.
Jalen Walker or Tyler Warren. They could go Mike Green. I know Spoon isn't high on him, but Mike Green, very much
see.
like a. I think Spoon's preoccupied all of a sudden, but very much a Robert Quinn type pass rusher, 4-3 down lineman, going to get after the quarterback, but also be stout in run defense. Spoon, I know you're not high on him.
Did you just say
but
Mike Green?
Yep.
I heard. I mean, I don't hate the pick. I just I don't know. I have Jalen Walker above him on mine.
That's fair. That's fair. I
Which
have
is-
him ranked above mine as well. I'm just saying, as far as like edge rushers go,
Yeah.
Jalen profiles more as an outside linebacker in a 3-4. I mean, do what you want with that.
I do think Carolina kind of scrambled with that pick, though. I think they kind of reached just a tad for Mike Green, just a tad.
No.
Not crazy.
That's not official yet. I'm asking.
Oh, I thought you said that was their pick.
No.
dude.
No.
Man, you scared me over here. I was like, I don't
Nope.
know.
The pick is still not in for
Okay.
Carolina.
Yeah, I could have sworn you were saying that's who they went with.
No. I think it will be their pick. I mean, sue me. I think that's where they'll go. Still not on. Still not in. This is getting spicy here. I like this. I
What's
like
the
this.
time left? How much time do they have left?
It doesn't show me on the screen. Doesn't show me on the PFF screen. All right. So we talked a little bit about it earlier. Pittsburgh will host the draft next year. Green Bay got it this year. Is there any cities you would like to see get the draft outside of where you live, like Dallas? Like obviously you guys would both like, Kansas City for you. Dalton would probably be closer.
I mean,
outside
Houston.
outside of that, where would you guys like to see the draft go?
I mean, it's hard because they were already in Kansas City.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind
I
a
don't know, bring it-
Jacksonville. Let Jacksonville
Yeah.
host it. Let like some of these smaller market teams host it, I guess. I mean, I know they're in Green Bay, but
I mean, they're literally giving it to the smallest market they could.
yeah. But it's Green Bay. Everybody so much
The entire
history.
NFL is under the table for
I
Green
feel like
Bay.
they
Yeah,
did Detroit
I'm aware.
recently.
They were in Detroit last year. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll probably go to Chicago next year, and they'll just leave the Vikings out.
Chicago, you know, that wouldn't be. I wouldn't. I'd go
Oh
to
wait,
that
wasn't it
one.
in Chicago a couple? Was it in Chicago before?
I think it was in Chicago like 2 or 3 years ago, if I'm not
Well, I know,
mistaken.
like I said, I know it was in Kansas City recently. So
NFL draft by year. I feel like it was in Chicago, but I feel like it wasn't in Chicago.
pick is
I
in.
can't- I can't remember now. Well, but this is the Jets pick that's in. We already know it's
Yeah.
Armand Membo. The Panthers still haven't picked. We know it's Armand. I'm confirming it is Armand via my very secret source,
Yeah,
that
don't
we have-
announce it.
named 8 times
Membo.
on this show.
Yeah.
Yep.
No more listing our source.
2015.
Let's
The
see if there's
draft was
any.
in 2015 and 16. It was in Chicago.
Okay. Are we seeing any news with Carolina?
I'm reloading now. Give me 2 seconds here. If you'd be
Yeah, I see
patient.
everybody right now is dropping.
Nope. No
Mimbo,
Carolina news
which we
yet.
already knew that. We already knew Mimbo was going there.
Yeah, we already knew that. We're smart. We knew Membu was going, and as soon as we get Carolina's pick, we will let y'all know. Looks like Carolina's taking their sweet time with this one.
I mean, the rumors
Still
were
not
that they
in.
were trying to trade out.
Yeah,
They
they
were-
could
they were-
be.
they were
That's-
panicking a little
That's what's
bit.
going to suck is when they trade out.
Okay, I'm seeing somebody just posted the Carolina Panthers are trading their 8th overall pick to the Dolphins.
There we go. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Cool. My mic went out for just a
I
second.
don't know how accurate that out. Nope. Never mind.
Um,
Panthers have picked.
Have they?
I think
No, they're
they've
on the
said
clock.
Their Panther. No, their pick is in.
According to who?
A couple sources. I'm
So I got-
I don't see
seeing
that.
James Pierce Jr. I don't know what PF or what your source has.
There's nothing on PFF yet, and PFF may have gotten in trouble for leaking picks early. Oh, Tet McMillan!
It is Tet.
It's Tet. Oh my God, they go Tet McMillan. We're gonna have 1, maybe 2 tackles in the top. There were people that thought 3 tackles would go in the top 10. The Saints ain't taking a tackle. The Bears not taking a tackle, in my opinion. Bears are going Mike Green. Calling it now. Quote me. That's not what they're going to do. They're not going to do that at all. That is
I can't
crazy.
believe that.
Tet McMillan goes in the top 10. Shades of AJ Green. Like his downside is very slender guy. So he doesn't block super well. But I mean, let me pull up his contested catch rate. 89.1 grade against man coverage last year. 60% contested catch rate, which is an elite grade in Pro Football Focus. 2.87 yards per route run, which is an elite grade in Pro Football Focus. didn't really have much big downside as a player. Back-to-back 1,300-yard seasons, 8 touchdowns this year, 10 touchdowns 23, 8 touchdowns in 22. What an absolute! I don't think we ever sent Tet to. We might have in like one mock draft, maybe, but it would have been an off.
I think we were always sending Tyler Warren over Ted here.
Yeah, I think we were. Ooh, Tyler Warren to the Bears.
I think that's man. Who do the
So we're
Saints
gonna
go
get
with, man? Who do they go with?
Shadur Sanders.
Probably.
They're gonna go Shadur Sanders. I'm gonna call it now. I don't think they should. I've been very
No.
vocal and open. Looks like we've lost our Instagram stream. Hold on, give me 1 second to re-get that. Disconnect after 1 hour for the most users. If you want to continue to stream on Instagram, you can remove this destination from streaming it. So we're gonna be off Instagram because we can only stream for an hour. That sucks.
Weird.
Oh,
But we're
well.
still on X. We're still on YouTube. So if you lost the stream, we're still here. We're still here. We're still out here. We didn't lose anybody on the viewers, so almost everybody's on X. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for streaming. We really appreciate you. Thank you, YouTube viewers as well. All like couple of you. We're up to 30. We got a couple more viewers. There we go. 30 whole viewers. Let's go. We really appreciate you guys. It would really be awesome if you just head on over to the YouTube, like and subscribe, share the X,
Just head on over to Brenner's house, pull his pants down, and just give him an old fashioned.
A dry old fashioned?
The address is going to be in the description down below if you head on over to our YouTube.
If you go to our YouTube and click the subscribe button, it will actually drop the address to my house, and you can come here and tell me how shitty my takes are. I need to start doing a timer every time we see. I'm going to pull a timer up. I'll go to my clock
See
app.
how quickly it is?
Clock app needs an update. You have to update your clock app in Windows. Did you guys know that?
What are we hearing for?
I mean, I'm not seeing anything yet. Hold on. I did. Oop. Oh my god, my timer app got so big.
Yeah, the Pat McAfee show still doesn't even have the pick in. Have they even announced it yet?
I'm aware, Spoon. All right, I got a 10-minute timer coming up on the screen here, and I can reset it at any time. They have not even announced Tet McMillan to the.
Yeah, which we already know that's happening.
Yeah, we know Tet McMillan. That's crazy that Tet's going to Carolina. Bryce Young gets a new weapon. Oh, God, that's crazy.
Good for him. Good for him. That's exactly.
I mean, he
that's
played
what Bryce
really
Young
well.
needs.
He played really well at the end of last season. You're giving him a big body target to go up and win those 50-50 balls. And, you got Adam Thielen there still. Tet can learn from him for a year. I don't know if you know this, but Thielen's mentored some young, great receivers. Stephon Diggs, Justin Jefferson, Tetaroa McMillan. Tetaroa goes to Carolina.
All right. So if the Saints do not select Shadur here, do they just play it safe, draft Jalen Walker, get a defensive player to help him out?
I need to update the spreadsheet real quick. I'm waiting to update it until the pick goes through, just to be safe. I mean, it would be irresponsible of me not to do that.
Oh, I already on my draft board over here. I already put Ted on there.
There he is. Carolina. Let's see if the Saints pick is in yet. Nope, still not in.
Yep, I still see they're on the clock.
I'm at 8 minutes on my timer here. And for those of you who don't know, you get 10 minutes per pick. So 10 minutes. 10 minutes per pick. Ooh, A little buffer there.
Do we see something crazy here? Did they draft Jackson Dart instead of Shador Sanders?
Oh my God! Could you imagine? Oh, my
After what I
God.
saw, oh man. Did you see the snap count
No, I
with
don't
him
know
and
what you're talking
Gruden?
about. Oh my God, the Gruden film room with him. Oh my
Yeah,
God, it was terrible.
that was awful. So
Oh my God.
Gruden asked Jackson Dart. He was like, "Hey, so like, do your snap count for me."
And he goes like this. Not exaggerating. He goes like this. And Gruden
Just
goes,
claps.
no, do your snap count. And he goes,
That's it.
and he goes, that's it. And Gruden's like, that for you've been doing that. You've been in college for 4 years. You've been doing that. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, I could do that. All right, you want to know who it is? You want to know?
None, man, already.
I'm guessing Jalen Walker.
Dalt. Now you're going already. Dalt's earlier in the show. God, will they hurry up? Now he's like, already? You're telling us already?
Yeah, well, nobody else knows.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of why they should watch us, because we can tell them. That's the whole point.
All right. Who are the Saints picking?
Kelvin Banks Jr.
Okay,
Wow.
so
over Armand.
I thought Armand.
Or
Armand's gone.
sorry. Armand already went. I lied.
so I mean that's 3 offensive linemen going in the top 9
That's 3
picks.
tackles. That's 3 tackles. Sap, if you're
Um,
watching, if Sap is watching right now, you were right. I was wrong. I said no way 3 tackles go, and you said it could happen, and I was like it could happen, but it won't. So I was wrong. You were right. Congratulations, Sap.
So they drafted an offensive lineman to protect Spencer Rattler. Is that like their goal?
I mean, I assume.
Is that what they're
I mean-
doing?
Hold on. It's Warren here, right, for the Bears?
I'm assuming so. It's probably
It's gotta
Warren.
be. It's gotta be.
Because I did have Kelvin Banks possibly going to the Bears here, but the Bears, in my opinion, I think what they need the most is offensive line help. They need to protect Caleb Williams. Their offensive line played god awful last year. I know that Caleb did take his sweet time in the pocket, didn't make decisions very quick, but you still got to find some kind of offensive line help. And with the top 3 guys already gone, they're not going to reach for an offensive lineman here. I mean, what, the next best one is Josh Simmons, who
It's
is
gotta be Warren.
Josh Simmons, who's way down on our boards. I don't think they reach for him. Yeah, they're either going to go Warren or Jalen Walker here. That's the 2 best available. They don't really need an edge rusher, though, do they?
I don't know who this is. Hold on, I got it. Schefter just tweeted this out from. I'm assuming this is a Patriots fan account. Yeah, Boston Herald account. Will Campbell is from Monroe, Louisiana. Bill Russell is from Monroe, Louisiana. I'm sold.
Hey, if that's
Oh.
all you need.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, so we got a little over 8 minutes left here with the Bears on the clock, unless they trade out or the pick comes in early, which I assume they'll use up plenty of this clock here. I reset it right as soon as the Kelvin Banks pick came through, maybe 30 seconds after. So, what do you guys? I just imagine it's got to be Tyler Warren. I would just be so shocked if it wasn't Warren. Right? Tell me I'm not crazy.
I wouldn't be shocked. Like I said, I think it's between him and Jalen Walker here.
You wouldn't
I
be
think-
shocked?
No, if they wanted to go defense or something here, I wouldn't be super shocked. There's still some good defensive players on the board.
I mean, sure. I mean, so on the board, my top available player is Tyler Warren, then Jalen Walker, then Shedeur Sanders, then Mike Green, Will Johnson, Walter Nolan. I mean, those are my top players. And I mean, I have Tyler Warren at 4th overall and Jalen Walker at 7th. So, I think it's a clear cut. Go turn the card in for Tyler Warren. I would love for the Bears not to do that. I would love for the Bears to do something dumb here. I would love that. But unfortunately, they will not.
Oh, hey, the Saints pick is in right now.
Man,
about
this
to
is
say-
crazy. Could you imagine if we were watching it on the NFL stream?
Yeah, screw
We'd be
that.
2 or 3 picks ahead.
Yeah, they just announced it on the NFL and Pat McAfee like 30 seconds ago.
Well, but the NFL stream was like a minute behind the Pat McAfee stream.
They're pretty same right now. They're pretty
Are they? Okay.
they're pretty.
All right, we're a little over 6 minutes remaining, so we probably have closer to 5 minutes left in the Chicago pick. The Packers fans just chanting, "Bears still suck, Bears still
Yep.
suck." Spoon, you're muted if you're not meaning to be. I see you talking there. McMillan is a huge surprise to me. I did not see the same or the
The Panthers.
Panthers going McMillan there. I would say that's the surprise of the top 10 so far.
I like to see it.
Saints
you know,
Saints taking Banks is a bit of a surprise too, but comparatively, nothing like McMillan.
well, I feel like the Saints probably think that if they want like the quarterback that they want, they're going to be able to get with their next pick.
They think they'll be able to get it in the second round?
Probably.
No.
If they're trying to get a quarterback.
I mean, you got to survive Pittsburgh. Oh, the Bears! Oh my God! No way!
Take. Who do the Bears
Who?
have?
Who?
Who'd they get?
Colson Loveland
Over Tyler Warren.
Oh, what?
That's what PFF has. Oh my God! Just reset the timer. Oh my God! No way! I'm resetting.
Colston
They
Loveland.
did. Colson Loveland.
Why? Isn't Tyler Warren?
Oh my God!
What do they see that
Oh
we
my
don't? What do they
God.
see that you don't see, Brenner?
I don't know. I mean, ask JJ McCarthy, I guess, but Jesus Christ. I mean, Colton Loveland will be a great X receiver tight end guy. He's an absolute stud receiver. He's a great receiver, first round pick level receiver. But his run block grade from Pro Football Focus was under a 60 last year. I'm pulling it up right now. Yeah, it was a 53.3. He had 5 touchdowns and 582 yards. Played out of the slot 110 snaps last season. So big X slot receiver, your TJ Hawkinson type, your receiving wise, I said this last week in the mock draft, a Tyler Eifert level like build. He's not super big like weight wise. He's only 245 because he's 6'5". You know, he's like a small forward in basketball, except a little shorter. So he's not like massive
So I guess
human being.
that's so far the surprise of the draft.
That's
probably the
shocking.
surprise so far.
Shocking.
I mean, we had Colson Loveland going what in the 20s, the early
In
20s.
the 20s to like the Chargers.
Yeah.
That is
So now what? Do the
mind-blowing.
Cowboys get Tyler Warren? Dalton?
Oh my God. I mean, they should 2 tight ends in the top 11 would be crazy. Hey,
I don't know.
that's back-to-back years of Michigan Wolverine goes at 10 to an NFC North team, by the way. Oh my God, I cannot believe that just happened.
Because I don't know really who San Francisco goes with here. I mean, they probably they do need an edge rusher. Maybe this is where Jalen Walker goes.
Oh my God.
I keep saying Jalen Walker. I'm surprised he's still on the board right now. I figured he'd go in the top 10.
Oh my God. Dude, I have Tyler Warren ranked 16 spots ahead of Colson Loveland. So Colson Loveland, think of like Mark Andrews, right? Like, think of Mark Andrews, but not as good of a blocker. That's what Colson Loveland is.
Hurts and
And that is not a great look considering what Mark Andrews just did in the playoffs. I mean, it's a good weapon. What? No. Okay, we're going to see if Pro Football Focus is yanking chains. We're going to find out right here if they're yanking chains. There's no way, right? We got like 6 minutes left on the clock. There's no way. I am so shocked that the Bears just took Colson Loveland. And there is the pick for the 49ers, Spoon. Would you like to know it?
Who is it?
Dalt, you ready? Michael Williams. Not Jalen Walker.
Not Jalen Walker. That's
Michael
fine.
Williams.
Michael Williams is still. I like him.
Yeah, I like him too.
All right, so the Cowboys have some options here. Dalton, offensive lineman is out of the picture, completely out of the picture.
Yeah. If you want to get one, you definitely got to go second round. I mean,
Yeah,
anybody who's worth it is gone.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, guys!
I don't-
I am.
unless they see something in, like maybe Booker that we don't see.
I mean, I love Booker.
I know you
think-
said you love Tyler Booker. Maybe I don't think we reached that far for Tyler Booker though.
I cannot believe Colson Loveland just went over Tyler Warren.
So are the Cowboys officially on the clock?
Yeah, Cowboys are on the clock. I'm thinking about just turning the live stream off. Like, I don't even need the stream.
Yeah, I don't need it either. You're the one. You're announcing it so much faster than they are. Like right now, they're still talking about Colson Loveland to the Bears, and we already know that Mikael Williams is going to.
Mikael Williams is going to the 49ers, and that's
Yeah.
not even up on the screen yet.
Yeah, it doesn't
I don't
even
even
have the 49ers on the clock right now.
I do. That is crazy, man.
How are we getting this right now, dude?
Oh, I'm just that good. Oh my God, that's crazy. Colson Loveland to the Bears. What? Oh
Yeah,
my
Pro Football
God.
Focus totally has it. They just. Is that Chris Collinsworth?
I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not
he
paying
looks-
attention.
He looks old.
You look old. Anyway, how does it feel, Dalton? How does it feel?
It feels fine because I know you're lying.
I'm not lying. You're lying.
Okay, so any other predictions on who the Cowboys take then?
I'm like I said, man. I'd be surprised if they're not gonna trade back. Maybe Matthew Golden.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see
I
Matthew
can see
Golden. That's who I thought they were going to take this whole time. But I mean, now Tyler Warren's available.
Tyler Warren wouldn't be too bad. Would you like Tyler Warren over Jake Ferguson right now?
I mean, that's the only problem is that you have Ferguson, but like, I'm a big
I'm not
proponent.
really high on Ferguson, but I mean, I'm
I'm
also
really-
cool with running the two tight end set.
I'm trying to say, guys, that you shouldn't because you have somebody, you shouldn't let that persuade you from not taking the best available player. Because like the Vikings had Chester Taylor, who just ran for 1,200 yards when they drafted AP. The Vikings had Chris Carter and Jake Reed, who were both coming off 1,000 yards, multiple consecutive 1,000-yard seasons when they drafted Randy Moss. Like, don't take BPA. Always, 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 always take BPA.
Valid.
So
Yeah, I mean, who's the best player on the board right now?
the best player on my board right now is Tyler Warren.
But we still got Saint or the wait. Oh wait, no, the yeah, that's right.
So the best
Michael
players on
Williams.
my board, are Tyler Warren, Jalen Walker, Shadur Sanders, Mike Green, Will
Bro, if they
Johnson.
take Shador Sanders, how crazy would that be?
Oh my God! Could you imagine?
No.
Could
Please.
you imagine the? Oh my God, dude! Prime would lose his mind. He'd be so happy.
You know, I wouldn't be against like Omarion Hampton,
Oh, you think of Hampton right here? That'd be Man, I'm just-
Golden.
No. I mean,
Is it going to be offense or defense, Spoon? What do you think?
I think we go. Okay, well, I think the only offensive player we probably go here now is Tyler Warren.
You don't think they do Hampton at all? No Hampton.
I don't think we do Hampton.
All right.
I think we're solidifying what Javonte Williams is our running back.
Running back one.
So
I mean, that's
I'm
fine.
with that.
But I literally just said, don't
Sorry,
let
I'm reading stuff.
if you have a dude that you have as a top tier talent, don't let that scare you off from taking. Or sorry, if you have a dude on your team that's a starter, don't let that scare you off from taking a top tier talent in the draft.
I mean, I still feel like Jalen Walker is the best guy available.
Tyler Warren, first of all, but
Okay.
the best defensive player available is Walker for sure, in my opinion, and yours. God, this is crazy.
And I mean, ESPN has him listed as a linebacker, and honestly, we could use some linebacker help.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Mainly because you're going to lose Micah here pretty soon. You laugh. I'm not joking. You guys think you're going to keep Micah?
I
No,
don't think it's
you don't.
out
You
of
don't
the picture
think-
yet.
It is out of the picture. Unless you want to be an absolute bum franchise for the next 5 years and then be resetting for 3 years after that. You're basically wiping out the next decade of Cowboys fandom if you sign Micah Parsons and have all three of those guys eating up half your cap. All right, we got just under 4 minutes left here, and the Cowboys still don't have a pick in. I'm reloading every few seconds here to get this pick as fast as possible. They're taking the full lot. They're fielding trade calls right now. They've got to be. They've got to be fielding trade calls right now. That's the only thing I can think of. Surprise of the draft, though?
I mean, I wouldn't.
Colson
I guess
Loveland.
I wouldn't blame them if they tried trading back. Maybe get like an extra second or an extra third or something.
But they don't need that.
Yeah, we don't really. We have so many picks.
You have 10 picks already.
Yeah.
Only 3 in the top 100. I would heavily assume that we are about to. We're gonna get the pick in any moment here.
Yeah.
We're well ahead of every other stream that I can find. Pat McAfee shows the best stream I found outside of us. Thank you, Dalton, for finding that. But we are well ahead of them. They haven't even got the Niners pick in, who picked Mykel Williams from Georgia, the edge defender, who, just while we're talking about it, had a 70.7 pass rush grade, 82.9 run defense grade. Not so great in true pass set situations, but also not a true, edge rusher. He is an edge defender, outside linebacker type. Very much a Jermaine Johnson, if you guys remember him at all. Pretty good. God, they still don't have it in. Ooh, we're getting close. We're at 2 minutes 11 seconds here on my clock, and I started it right as soon as I got it. So we're at least a couple minutes. It's got to be coming in any moment here, guys. I mean, the Cowboys are making you guys wait here.
Yeah,
As
they
two
are.
Cowboys fans. You guys are Spoon repping his Stars hat there.
Yep. We are up 2-1 on Colorado right now.
Yeah, screw Colorado. I don't like Dallas either, but I really don't like Colorado. Still not in. This is crazy. I really can't believe the Bears took Colson Loveland over Mykel Williams. That is crazy to me. That is crazy.
After the
to
Cowboys
me.
make their pick, I'm going to step away for 5 minutes if you want to boot me off, and then
What-
just add me
you're gonna
back whenever I come
step
in.
away.
I will be stepping away.
What do you
I'll be
mean?
right back, though.
Bro, what do you got to do that's more important than this? Nothing. That's what. God. Oh, baby.
Uh-oh.
Who wants it?
Who is it?
Dalton, you're muted, so whatever you're saying, we don't know what you just said. They took guard
Oh.
Tyler Booker, baby.
Okay, I don't hate it.
Told
Don't
you,
hate it.
offensive lineman.
Offensive
Damn, that's a
lineman,
little bit of a
Dalton-
reach,
Dalton
though.
called it.
It's
I'm
a
reaching
little bit of a
over.
reach.
It's
All right,
not a reach, dude.
I'll be right
It's
back.
so good. Oh, I'm so sorry, Hawks fans. You just got robbed of the best available lineman in this entire draft outside of Will Campbell. I think Tyler Booker is going to be an absolute stud guard in the NFL.
That's
And
what we
I thought,
needed. That's
yeah,
exactly what we needed.
dude, I was good with Booker at 24 for the Vikings. So, taking him at 12 is not a reach in my opinion. I felt like that would have been a steal for us if he got past the Seahawks, because the Seahawks
That was
desperately need a
Peter.
guard.
That was Peter Schrager's pick for us. Was Tyler Booker.
Yeah, dude. Schrager's plugged in, really plugged in. He's done really well for himself past couple years. Miami. I mean, it's got to be Warren now, right?
Wait, is Mason Graham? He got taken, right?
Yeah, Mason Graham's off the board.
Yeah, he's
Graham's
off the board.
I'm going to pull Spoon off the stream now. Just me and Dalt here. I'm going to switch me and Dalt, though. There we go. Keep us on the same side, Dalt. I don't want to get confused. I'll be doing this the whole time, pointing the wrong way at you.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. What an absolute stud Tyler Booker is going to be for the Cowboys. Let's take a look at some stats real quick. I'll pull up the stats on him.
Okay.
Pro Football Focus doesn't love him, but it's really hard to get love as a guard from Pro Football Focus. Yet still, he had an 86.5% pass block grade amongst all guards, which is just under an elite level grade for guards. I don't know if you've heard of this guy, Dalton, but Trey Smith, who is a longtime NFL player, is who his comp is via Pro Football Smoketh.
I do know who Trey Smith.
Couldn't speak. I'm sorry.
I do know who Trey Smith is. He plays for
Kansas City, I believe,
That's what I thought. Okay.
or did. Let me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As of last year, he did.
Yeah. Okay,
At
I was
least.
right. I was like, I think it's Kansas City.
Cool.
6'5", 325 pounds, great pass blocker. Can use a little extra oomph in the run game. Number one projection for him was to the Seahawks or the Texans, and then to the Ravens. So, like I said, Hawks fans, really sorry about that one. That one stings. He would have been a great fit for you guys and exactly what you need. But unfortunately, Dallas snipes you. So you can just go ahead and be mad at Cowboys fans. That's a great place to direct your anger. Go ahead and direct it in the comments. Just let Dalton know how angry you are with him. No, just kidding.
I was very confident that is what they were going to do, man.
Yeah, you've told me 1,000 times they're going to take an offensive lineman.
Yeah. That's the safe bet. That's the best bet because they feel that they can get explosive running backs, tight ends, wide receivers. They can get those guys in the later rounds, second, third, fourth rounds. You know what I mean? Like they feel like they can, absolutely fill some of those explosive needs.
Yeah, I agree. And Dalton, me and you have had to talk a lot on this show about how I believe that running backs aren't as big a position to pay later in their careers for that reason. Of that, I feel like you can get a good running back in the third, fourth, fifth round even sometimes. And that starts with the trenches. And Philly showed that last season. Philly showed that if you have good trenches, you win football games. And that is where he has really, really, really Howie Roseman is who I mean by he has really set himself apart in finding good, legitimate offensive linemen. I'll never forget watching Jalen Carter fall to Philadelphia at number 8 overall and being like, what is the NFL doing right now? They're going to let Philadelphia and Fletcher Cox have fucking Jalen Carter for the next 10 years? What are we doing? And then he fell, and I was just beside myself. But
the difference is that Cowboys have been drafting guys that are pass rusher type of offensive lineman. You know what I mean? So they're really like offensive guys that are
pass oriented.
Yes, because offensive passing and offensive running are like two different schemes of running a play,
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Well, obviously.
And I just feel like the Cowboys have been a heavy pass team. You know what I mean? Like there were a few times where there were some standout running backs, Zeke, but that was only in like his first year really. But what when you think of Cowboys, think of Cowboys players. Who do you think of first? You think of quarterbacks and you think of wide receivers. So usually whenever they draft a lineman, it's going to be somebody who's going to be built to protect the quarterback.
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely. Sorry, updated the old draft order ticking across the bottom of the screen here. We have approximately 4 minutes left on our timer here for the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to pull it up here now. They are still not in on Pro Football Focus's site. They are on the clock on Pat McAfee's.
Your ticker, is it just supposed to have the team, or are you supposed to be putting the players on? Because I'm only seeing the team.
What do you mean? Oh, no. I'm not talking about it on Pat McAfee's stream. I have a timer on my own screen. I set for 10 minutes every time we get a pick.
Oh, okay. I was
So,
just looking
on
at the
my
ticker at the thing, the scrolling banner on the bottom.
Oh, no. Sorry. That's just the
draft order.
That's just the draft order for everybody to be able to see what trades have happened and all that good jazz. I'm looking for my offensive guards here. Where is Bama? Tyler Booker to Dallas. So we got Miami coming up next. Reload the page here. Spoon is back. Pull him in.
All right.
Stage. Spoon, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. I don't hate that pick. I was going to say, I'm still on the Cowboys.
Tyler Booker.
Pick. Yeah. I don't hate it.
Cool. I mean, that's what I'm thinking too, man. I was literally just telling Brenner, like, the Cowboys have, as of lately, just been a offensive line heavy drafting in the first round team, and typically it's a offensive lineman who is built to block the passer, block for a passing play instead of like a run, like a running back that we have.
When I think of the best Dallas teams over my lifetime, obviously I wasn't around or old enough for the,
Roger Staubach.
Super Bowl teams to really be in my memory, but everybody knows that the only reason Emmitt Smith is the all-time leading rusher is because he had the greatest O-line ever in front of him. Like, everybody knows that. Nobody's out here saying Emmitt Smith is the greatest running back ever, but he has the most yards because he had a great offensive line. And I feel like Jerry Jones has tried to repeat that ever since. And the best Cowboy teams I can remember have great rushing attacks with, top 15 passing offenses, right? The early Dak years, they had Zeke carrying the load for the offense. And even with Tony Romo, they had DeMarco Murray carrying the load for the offense. I mean, DeMarco Murray won an Offensive Player of the Year award, which is mind-numbing to me. Ooh, Miami's pick is in. Defensive tackle, Kenneth Grant of Michigan. That's super depressing. That's who I wanted the Vikings to take.
Nope, not that late, I guess.
That's depressing.
And I really, that sucks. I really thought they were going to go corner there.
I didn't have him going that late.
So Kenneth Grant, pass rush grade isn't anything spectacular, 75.3. True pass set rush grade is a 77.3. So nothing crazy there. But the run defense grade was an 87.5, and his pass rush win rate was an elite 9.4%. And a run stop rate of 7.9%. Both are elite grades via Pro Football Focus, and both are among D tackles with 300 plus snaps last season. He played in the B gap for 368 snaps last year, so more of a 3 technique, not a true nose tackle. 170 snaps in the A gap, so more your nose tackle. 6'3", 340 pounds, turned 22 probably about the end of the season. Comp to BJ Raji, if you remember BJ Raji from the Packers, where the draft is being held. If you guys remember him from the Super Bowl, I think he was on the Super Bowl teams. There with Clay Matthews. I think it was the early part of his career. I'm going to look it up. BJ Raji stats. I think he was on the 2010 team. Do you remember, Spoon?
I don't remember.
He was on the 2010 team. He was the nose tackle for the 2010 Packers team that won the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers and that loaded defense, Clay Matthews, Charles Woodson. And then that offense had James Jones, Jordy Nelson. What's the receiver? Donald Driver, Aaron Rodgers, obviously, James Starks. Very, very legendary Packers team. All right, and I'm updating here. Oh, there it is.
Pick
The
is
Colts
in.
took no time at all. The Colts took less than 2 minutes
Tyler
to get
Warren.
their
Just
pick
take
in.
Tyler Warren.
Tyler Warren to Indianapolis. I said it 1,000 times this offseason. Tyler Warren would not make it past Indy. I just didn't expect the Bears to take Colson Loveland at 10.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody did.
I don't think any of us did at all.
That is crazy that the Bears took Loveland. Wow, and then Tyler Warren. Wow, we got some names coming off the board here. Tyler Warren, Kenneth Grant, Tyler Booker, Kelvin Banks. Oh my gosh. Let me update the spreadsheet again. Head on over and put Tyler Warren and Kenneth Grant on their teams. So we got Tyler Warren headed to Indy. And then where is old Kenneth Grant?
I think this is about to work out for Cincinnati. There's two really good corners on the board here, and they could definitely use some secondary help.
I'm interested to
baby.
see who they pick because they could very well pick like a linebacker or an edge
Mhm.
rusher.
They're going to pick
Absolutely.
defense. We know they're going defense, right? Everybody agrees
Ooh,
with
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think so.
Oh, yeah, they're going defense for sure. Jalen Walker's still on the board, guys.
I know. He is my top-rated guy that is still available right
They
now.
gonna go? Are the Falcons gonna go Matthew Golden here, or Luther?
That's
Burden?
what I was gonna say. That I think that now with Golden falling to, I thought Golden was gonna go a little higher. I didn't think he would make it past this far. I figured he'd go in the top 14, but I mean,
You're definitely higher on than I was.
I was a little bit. I wasn't as high on Tet as most people. I had Tet and Matthew Golden kind of similar, like pretty close together.
I had Tet is 10th on my big board, and I have Golden as 24th on my big board. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Ibuka would be really good. Matthew Golden comp to like a Garrett Wilson type receiver.
See, I had Tet at like, I think I had him at 12 or 13 on my board, and then I had Golden at around 15, 16, which is
Okay.
right here where I
Not,
think that
yeah,
he
not
could be
anything
going.
crazy.
Nothing
Um,
crazy.
All right. Well,
I didn't have him. I
guess
didn't have him in the top 10. I didn't have Tet in my top 10 either.
I guess I should go ahead and reload the. I got to reload it in the 7-minute mark now because apparently the Colts took. I mean, the Colts ran to the podium with the Tyler Warren sticker.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
we'll take the guy we were always planning on taking. I think they were always wanting Tyler Warren.
Oh yeah, I think they're elated right now out
Yeah.
there in Indianapolis that they were able to not have to trade up. They're so stoked. I mean, I'm watching the Tyler Warren highlights on the Pat McAfee show right now, and I mean, the dude is, just a mauler. I mean, he's blocking this defensive end out of the back of the end zone from the 5-yard line. Play started on the 5, and he took a D end out of the back of the end zone as a tight end. And the D end's not little; he's bigger than he is. I mean, I cannot believe the Bears passed on Warren for Loveland. That is so shocking to me. Am I?
Yeah, see, everybody that I have that's the best available right now is all defensive players. Now that Warren's off the board,
Oh, I'm not even. I'm not. I am not there with that. I am. Let me pull up my big board here.
like I mean, besides, I have Matthew Golden up there. Sorry, I didn't say him. I have Matthew Golden up there, but I have like Tyler Warren, both corners. Will Johnson and Barron are up there. Mike, I know Mike Green's up there for you for sure.
Yeah, so I have a lot of defense other than Shadur Sanders right now.
You have him.
I
high on
have
your board?
Jalen Walker and then Shadur, and then I have Mike Green, and then I have Will Johnson, Walter Nolan, Jihad Campbell, Donovan, Shahade, Derek Harmon, and then that's when Colson Loveland comes in next up on that list, and I am just so blown away that we have so much defense. This is the same thing that happened last year, though, dude. The Vikings were the
yeah.
first person to take a D end or a defensive player. Now, granted, that's not the same this year. We've had Travis Hunter go. We've had Michael Williams go. We've had Kenneth Grant go. We've had Mason Graham go. But Dallas Turner was the 17th pick, I think. Oh, no. The UCLA edge rusher finished third in defensive player of the year voting, got taken at like 15.
Oh,
Liatu Latu.
Latu, yeah.
Thank you.
I couldn't think of his name either, but I knew it started with I knew it was 2 L's.
Yep. I couldn't remember it at all. I was totally blanking. We got 4.5 minutes here left on the clock for Atlanta. Could we be looking at a trade here? You guys think we could be looking at a trade here?
I don't think so. I think they probably have a couple guys that they're kind of probably arguing between right now. Like, do they go corner? Do they go edge? Do they just?
I think they're on the phone with Seattle.
Do they take Matthew Golden here? You think Seattle's trying to trade up right now?
Maybe. No, I don't think so. I'm just kidding.
No,
totally joking. With
I
you.
mean,
I
I think the only two teams that would take a receiver here in the next 4 picks is Atlanta and Seattle.
I don't think Seattle would take a receiver. They have Cooper Kupp and Jackson Smith and Jigba.
That's true.
I don't think they
Hey,
take a receiver.
hey, what did you just say just a minute ago? Just because they have a player,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
I'm
blah,
not,
blah.
Hey, I'm not saying that I wouldn't take a receiver.
I would be
don't
worried about.
they do.
I would be worried about the Cup pick, or not
You
the
don't-
Cup.
you think-
I
you
not
think
the Cup
Cooper
pick. I would
Kupp's
be worried
washed,
about
or
having Cup. I don't think he's
Hold on.
washed. It's just his injury problems.
You heard it. You heard it. Spoon said Cooper
I didn't
Kupp's
say
washed.
he was washed. I just
said
I
he
would
was
be, I
washed.
would be
He said
concerned.
he's
He is
with his
injury
garbage.
prone.
He
He is
said
very
he's
injury
garbage,
prone.
injury prone, and he wouldn't pay him
Okay.
$10 to play for him. That's what he said. Absolute biased
I'm
take
just
from a
little
Cowboy.
worried with
Typical
I'm
Cowboys fan, man.
I'm a little worried with the Cooper
As a
Kupp
Cowboys
pick.
fan, you know who I miss? Cole Beasley.
I
That
miss
guy.
Marion Barber.
Oh, you guys kill me.
I miss
I'm
Marion
reloading
Barber.
this page as fast as I can to try to get this Falcons pick.
Oh, it's in. Oh my God.
Is it
Am
really?
Am I in before you? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I don't have a pick on the board.
No, I'm
have they
messing with you.
finally caught up?
No, I'm messing with you.
Oh, okay. I was like, have they finally caught up? Finally. We've only been ahead the whole draft.
No, nobody's caught up.
Still nothing.
I'm reloading this page like every 30 seconds.
The 15th pick. In the NFL draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Shador Sanders. I'm just playing.
Yeah! Yeah! Ooh, 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 ooh.
That'd be
That'd be
crazy.
fun. Could you imagine?
Taking a
Could you
quarterback in the first round 2 years in a
imagine?
row.
Oh my god. With Kirk there. Oh my god, dude.
You just want to piss Kirk off more? Take Shador here.
Oh,
I'm
my
surprised
God,
they didn't trade back, man.
They
Maybe
they haven't made a selection yet.
Maybe they're looking for a package to send Cousins somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, they could. I mean, I'll take Kirk O'Chains as the backup to JJ McCarthy any day. Especially if the Falcons. We're at a minute 56 on my clock, and I started late, so we're under 2 minutes for sure. Probably approaching a minute left on the clock. Unless the NFL finally found out Pro Football Focus was doing this and like told them, hey, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Which could happen. I'm not saying it is happening. I'm just saying it could happen because we're at a minute 30 now. Ooh, we have been rolling here for just under an hour and 45 minutes. If you're watching this on X, we really appreciate you. Make sure to follow us. Make sure to like. Make sure to retweet. Share us in your group chat. You know, all the good stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this on X, go find us on YouTube. It's in the link on the page. And if you're on YouTube, go look us up on X and follow us over on X. We really appreciate it. We're on Instagram as well. We're
If
under
you're
a
on
minute.
Skleeb, make sure you subscribe to us on Skleeb and Schnob Plus.
I'm seeing a
And
lot of
Hulu.
Jalen Walker right now on Twitter to
I
the
don't
Atlanta
have
Falcons.
I don't have anything yet. And I'm at 39 seconds. I'm reloading every like 3 seconds right now. We interrupt the draft for this important message. What's this?
See, but now I just saw Mike Green too, so I'm
The
seeing Mike Green
NFL
and Jalen
schedule
Walker.
release. The NFL schedule release will happen May 14th, and we have 19 seconds left on my clock. And the pick is not in yet. What is going on? I restarted this clock when the Tyler Warren pick came through. The Falcons have not. I'm at 0. I'm at 0. I'm at 0. My timer is done.
They definitely try to shop their pick around. Then there's no.
I don't know
no,
but they only get 10 minutes, or they forfeit their pick.
There's no way they forfeit it.
Yeah,
No,
they're not
no,
gonna
no. It
forfeit
happened
it.
to the Vikings. You forfeit that spot. You get moved back a spot. So the Cardinals would hop up to 15, and the Falcons would drop back to 16.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that happened to the Vikings one time. They
Well,
thought
maybe
they thought they submitted the card, and the card didn't get submitted. And they were like, "Well, you're on the clock again." They're like, "What?"
Yeah, see, I keep seeing. I just saw 6 seconds ago Jalen Walker.
I got nothing yet, dude. They're holding. The PFF is holding for the real time stuff now. They gotta be. That's the only thing I can imagine. Because we got that Tyler Warren pick 2 minutes into my clock, so it has been 12 minutes ish since we got an update here.
says the pick is in.
It ain't on my screen.
Yeah, see, I'm seeing tons of people say Jalen Walker. I think it's probably Jalen Walker.
It's
Yeah,
probably Jalen Walker. Yeah.
I'm seeing Jalen Walker.
Oh, I thought you were saying, "Yep, it is Jalen Walker." The pick is in on
Yep.
my screen. I'm restarting the clock here. We're at 10 minutes. Jalen Walker is your newest Atlanta Falcon.
I think that's a great pick at 15. I think that guy should have been a top 10 guy, possibly.
Yeah, he definitely should have been Devin White, sideline to sideline, just sprinting around. Carolina was his number one. 37% of PFF mockers had him going to Carolina. 37%. So 3.5 out of every 10 people had him going in the top 10 to Carolina. And I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but that's a lot. Like most of these guys, like for example, let's see Armand Membo. Let's see what he was at. He was at 39% in the top 10. So they saw him and Jalen Walker as the same caliber of top 10 type player, and Jalen Walker goes 5 picks outside of the top 10.
Yeah. I think that's so far in the first round, I think that is probably actually, I don't know. Jalen or Tyler Warren might be one of the steals of the first round too.
I absolutely think Tyler Warren was the steal.
Tyler
of the draft.
Warren's the steal of the first round for sure. They just announced it on the Pat McAfee
I don't know,
show.
the Walker dropping 7 picks from where everybody had him going though, that's kind of insane.
I mean, that's
Compared
fair.
to 4. I think
That's
it's
fair.
definitely between Warren and Jalen Walker for me so far in this draft, who is the steal in the first round.
Yeah.
Arizona here, what are we thinking, guys? Do they go edge? Do they go corner?
I gotta update the spreadsheet. I keep forgetting.
I think they go defense for sure.
You
They
guys-
go edge. They might go Mike Green. They might go Shamar Stewart. I have both of them ranked up kind of high.
Mike Green. Mike Green's my pick here. You got to get better on defense if you're them. You got to.
For sure. They've
You
got to
gotta
get better.
on defense. You got to get better on defense. I know you have defensive line. You need cornerback. Oh my god, dude! There's gonna be a run on cornerbacks from like 19 to 23. Quote me on that. We'll have at least 2 cornerbacks go between the 19th and the 23rd overall pick.
Well, yeah, you have Will Johnson and Barrett are still my top 2 guys left in the
Yeah.
out of the 5.
And,
Like out of my 5,
Cincinnati could go cornerback.
yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Cincinnati could 100% go cornerback. You got
Yeah.
some D tackles there too, man, that are pretty. You got Walter Nolan and Derek Harmon who could be
Just
going
got a
pretty soon.
text. Just got a text that you like Spoon.
What?
Wow, in all caps. The Falcons got so lucky.
Yep.
It's from my uncle. That's a good one.
I think that was a great pick at 15. I think that's probably my steal of the first round so far.
I gotta go Tyler Warren just
I'm
because the
I'm kinda
Bears took
watching-
Loveland.
I'm kind of keeping an eye on these corners too, see how far they fall. I mean, if they start falling pretty deep into the 20s, those could be some big steals of the draft as well.
I mean, we didn't
For the
get your
first
2
round.
trades in the top 10 that you wanted.
No, I
So
thought
we
there was
could
going to be
see
2.
we're in the trade range for me of 2 in the bottom half of the first round though.
Yeah.
Or within that. My cornerback 2 is Will Johnson. He's my 14th ranked player. He's my best available defensive player outside of Mike Green. And then my cornerback 3, Jahadi Barron, is my 18th ranked player. And then my next cornerback drops all the way to Maxwell Harrison at 29th overall. So I expect, we're going to see Will Johnson, Jihad Campbell, Jahadi Barron, Derek Harmon, probably going to get a Shamar Stewart, somebody like that, going here pretty quickly.
Yeah.
When's another wide receiver gonna get off the board? That's what I want to know.
That's a
So
great
this was
question.
a conversation I was thinking about earlier. Whenever I'm looking at this draft compared to previous years, this is a very weak wide receiver class.
Yeah.
Not very strong. I think there's just 2 or 3 clear-cut guys. I know you're big on Burden. I'm not huge on him. I like Emeka from
Emeka Egbuka.
from Ohio State. I like him. I like Matthew Golden, and then Ted. Like, that's really it. And whenever you're comparing them to previous wide receivers, like, do I think any of them are going to put up numbers like we just saw Brian Thomas do or Malik Neighbors do? Or, I mean, I know Marvin Harrison struggled a little bit, but I like looking at that receiver class from last year compared to this one, I think it's much weaker.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. I do think that we've been spoiled though in recent years.
With the
I don't know
receiving
if you-
classes?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. We have been very spoiled.
Pro Football Focus has their top 5 players as Walter Nolan, Malachi Starks, Mike Green, Jahadi Barron, and Jihad Campbell, with Will Johnson and Luther Burden at 6 and 7. They don't have Emeka Egbuka until 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10th overall player, but only 4 spots ahead of or behind Luther Burden. So
Okay.
not too far off there. We're not at anything crazy.
You got to refresh. Tell me if Arizona has their pick in.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Pick
I
is
don't
here.
think they do. They do.
They
Is
do.
Pick
in
is
Walter
in.
Nolan.
Walter Nolan. Are you following along on PFF now, Dalt?
Yeah,
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
yeah, I had to.
PFF.
I did a while ago.
PFF.
Walter Nolan. Hate that.
The only thing Chris Collinsworth ever did worth a damn. I like the Walter Nolan pick. He is an absolute stud. He's shot up draft boards as of recent. Let's look at the trends here.
Whenever we first started doing mocks, I'm pretty sure I saw him going like at the back of the first round. Now he's shot up all the way to where he was drafted.
So
essentially.
as of the beginning of last season, he wasn't even in the top 150 players in average draft position, and in kind of, let's see here, doesn't give me the exact date, but kind of around November, second week in November, he jumped up as a top 50 player and kind of floated around that top 40 line. And then here, as of recent, has been a consensus first round pick. And in the past couple days, he's jumped 10%. So he's jumped from being a back end of the first round, mid first round guy to a upper first round guy, and he goes in the middle of the first round.
Don't
So
hate it.
now, best
We have
available.
Cincinnati.
Best available players: Malachi Starks, Mike Green, Jahadi Barron, Jihad Campbell, Will Johnson, Luther Burden. What do we
I
think?
had the Bengals taking Malachi Starks in like 2 of our drafts.
Yeah, they need defensive help, and I think they're going to go cornerback here. I think we're going to see Will Johnson in a Bengals uniform. That's what I think. Spoon, you got any thoughts?
I was muted. Sorry.
Yeah.
On who they go with here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
mean,
Will Johnson.
Really, yeah, I think it's either between Mike Green and Will Johnson. I think it just depends on what they're really going for here. Do they want to get a stud secondary player, which Will Johnson's probably the best available right now?
Yeah,
where
and
they
some people would say Jahadi Barron is.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, like on most boards, I see them going right next to each other. Like I think I'm looking at a board right now. One has Will Johnson ranked 10th best player in the draft, and Barron as the 11th. So it's like you can go either way there. I'm also seeing. Let me just double check here.
What are you double checking?
I'm seeing some people that are high on Derek Harmon. He already. Where is he?
Oh, I'm getting some Aggies up on the screen at the draft right now. So they're thinking.
Oh, saying Shamar goes here.
Yeah, Shamar Stephen is what they're kind of thinking. They also have, I think it's Deontay Walker on screen. So I think that. Oh no, that's Walter Nolan. Never mind. Sorry, I apologize. I saw the blue and was like, they're in Kentucky right now. They're not. Their Bengals are not about to pick Deontay Walker in the first round. I guarantee it. He'll be a mid to late second round guy. But Jesus. I did not reset the clock though. I forgot to reset the clock. So I have no clue where we're at clockwise. Probably about 7-8 minutes. Yeah, probably 6-7 minutes. Into the Bengals clock right now. Let's see here. Once again, if you're following along on X, if you're following along on YouTube, we really appreciate you. Go check out all the rest of our media. We got Instagram, X, YouTube. Twitter. Like and follow all of them, please. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, see, I'm starting to believe that we're going to see either Derek Harmon or Shamar Stewart probably go here.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the Bengals just have no secondary, man.
They don't. But they could
defensive interior is listed higher on their needs. Let's see. Pro Football Focus has Shamar Stewart as their 31st overall player, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14th player with Nick Scorton at 12 and Shamar Stewart at 14. So both those guys at 29 and 31 overall. I don't think that's where I don't imagine they go there with this pick.
Oh my God.
Shamar Stewart. Oh my God, they did it. Shamar Stewart is a Cincinnati Bengal.
Wow.
That is crazy to me, man. That is crazy. Mike Green is sitting there and you're going to go Shamar Stewart?
I think what's pushing people away from Mike Green, which is why I figured he was going to fall a little bit, was the fact that he did come from a small conference.
But look at Khalil Mack. Guys do it all the time.
I get it, but it scares people away.
Dumb. Absolutely dumb. I mean, somebody's going to get a steal from Mike Green, and it's probably going to be Denver at this point. Could you imagine Mike Green in Denver?
I don't think Denver goes defense, though.
But, like, you have that level player fall to you. You don't have any huge needs. You can go best player available.
If I'm Tampa Bay, though, I'm sitting back and I'm loving this. So Tampa Bay really needs secondary help. And right now you have two guys that should have already been off the board by now.
Oh, my God. Will Johnson and Jahadi Barron. One of them is going to be I'm going to say Will Johnson. You're probably going to say Barron.
It's kind of a coin flip. You can go with either one of them, really.
So Mike Green and Will Johnson and Shadur falling here like we said he would.
Everybody knew Shadur was going to fall.
I have Jahad Campbell, Donovan Nzikirike. I can't say I butcher his name every time. I'm terrible.
Because the main reason I said that the Jets could have probably went with Shadur was because the Jets always screw up every single draft they ever do.
I'm going to say Gray Zabel right here.
I don't hate it. That's kind of what we always thought, right? We figured they would go offensive lineman here.
So on Pro Football Focus, you can vote for your pick, and you can like the pick after it's made. And 25% of PFF users like the pick of Shamar Stewart at 17 for the Bengals. So they got a F. That's a big old F from the fans. Let's see about Walter Nolan. Do we like this pick? Do we like the Walter Nolan pick for Arizona?
I don't hate it at all. I actually do
Don't?
like it. I think he was climbing up.
I don't hate
said.
it.
Let's say
He was-
yes. 75% of users liked that pick.
How many?
And then-
Can you go to the Cowboys pick? I want to
Yeah,
see
go
that
with
one.
Cowboys pick.
Go to Tyler Decker.
I say we like it. Let's see
Yeah.
what everybody else says. 27% of users like that pick.
Mm.
Seahawks potentially open to trading right here. I'm hearing potential open
Oh
to
yeah, I need to
trade.
be
Steve.
pulling that up right now.
I don't necessarily. Yeah, just because their biggest need is linemen, right? They need offensive linemen, and I feel like Zabel's the only one that would be of any real worth. It's just who trades up here, who goes and gets Mike Green, who needs that edge defender. Green Bay.
Do the Browns, the Giants, the Saints?
No,
people from
that's
the-
too far. That's too far.
You
You're
think that's
jumping.
too far?
You're jumping from beginning of second back into the middle of the first round. You're gonna have
Well,
to give
those
up
are those are top picks in the second round.
yeah, but like
They'd
the
have to give up
Saints,
something
the Saints
big.
at the 9th pick is close to the mid of the third round is what I meant by that. But yes, most of those are top end. But you're still gonna have to give up at least a second rounder, if not a first rounder, to get that far. And I don't think anybody's giving that up for Mike Green based off what we're seeing here.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of stuff too, just like with you, that they're
Potentially trading.
looking to possibly trade this pick here. And if I'm seeing, I don't think they really need that though.
What? Guard? Center? Yes, they do. They could go Mike
No,
Green.
they do. Yeah, they do need guard, but I'm seeing possibly Nick Emenwari, a safety. I don't think they need a safety though. I just don't. I don't like that pick.
Yeah, I don't think they go Emenwari right here. I think that would be. I don't like him. I think he's a linebacker that they put at safety because he's tall.
Yeah.
So I don't really.
I mean, do the Seahawks need a linebacker? They could
No.
definitely go John
No.
Campbell. Okay.
No. They do not. They do not need a linebacker. They have.
I mean, their defense is really good. I think.
You just think what?
I don't think they go. I don't think they need. I think this is a very good trade back spot. That's probably why they're taking calls. Because if they want Gray Zabel, he's probably still going to be there. What, 4 or 5 picks from now?
Oh yeah,
I
he'll
would
be
assume.
there. He'll be there until at least 25.
Yeah,
So you could add Green Bay if they're willing to trade up.
the Chargers.
If the Chargers want to go get Will Johnson, Pittsburgh potentially if they want to go get
Shador. Which
no
I don't
or
think they
should
would
I
want to do.
no I think they would trade up for a corner if they traded up
Yeah.
or a safety. We're still waiting. I'm at 3 minutes on my timer, but that's really probably
I'm
closer to
seeing-
5.
I'm still seeing no trade.
Yeah, I don't have a trade yet either. I haven't seen a trade pop up on the Pro Football site though yet, so I don't know exactly what that looks like. Yeah, I'm not getting anything.
See, here's a
yet.
reporter saying the Seahawks are talking trading down from the number 18 pick. We already know that.
Yeah, and I haven't got anything from Rappaport yet. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Seahawks open to moving back, and so are the Bucks. Somebody could come up for a QB. Oh my God,
That's what I saw that too.
bro, that would be insane. I just think that'd be such a.
Why would the
huge
Bucks want to
reach.
move out? I guess it's because they're seeing all these
Such a
defensive
reach,
players.
man.
They're seeing all these
Such a
defensive players
reach,
fall,
though.
and the Bucks don't know which one to take. I don't know. Why would they want to fall back?
I don't know, because you could have the number 2 corner or the number 2 edge rusher here,
Yeah,
and both a position of need for Tampa Bay.
yeah. That's why I don't think they trade back unless they don't. They're just gonna wait and see which one they.
I mean,
get,
you have Will Johnson and Jahadi Barron, you have Malachi Starks, and you have Mike Green to pick from.
Yeah.
All 3 of which are positions of need for the Bucks.
I'm seeing they went
top
ahead.
positions in need.
I'm seeing that they went ahead and took Gray Zabel.
You are?
I'm seeing the
I
Seahawks pick
just-
is in.
I don't. Who are you seeing that from?
I'm seeing everybody on Twitter saying the pick is in.
I don't have. Hey, there it went. Just went. Gray Zabel.
Gray Zabel. Yep, I saw somebody put that on there. Yeah, Connor Hughes, who
Boom.
is a reliable source.
Gray Zabel.
Yep.
Gray Zabel.
See, they were trying to shop that pick because they knew that they were going to take him anyway, and they tried to see what they can get. Nobody offered him anything good, so they went ahead and took the guy they wanted anyway.
Yep.
That's exactly what we just witnessed. So now, yeah, with Tampa Bay being on the clock, and they can have Will Johnson, they can have Barron, they can have Mike Green. I don't hate them falling back a few picks here and then taking whichever one's left out of those guys.
I say they take
Or Jahad Campbell. Maybe they want Jahad Campbell.
I'm saying
Jahade-
Jahade Barron. I
Jahade.
voted Barron on the Tampa Bay Pro Football Focus. I'm going to step away for a moment, boys.
Okay.
So discuss amongst yourself. I have to use the restroom, as one does.
Word.
So I will be
Word.
right back.
Cool.
Oop.
Wrong one. Hey,
Oh,
what's
he
up?
pulled me. I thought he pulled me for a second. I was like, what? Yeah.
Gray Zabel.
I mean, he's going to be a stud. I know that for sure. That's what they needed to. He's the best interior offensive lineman available. They need interior offensive linemen. They got to beef up that line to protect newly acquired Sam Darnold for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just dropped a bunch of cash for him, so they need to figure out how to protect him. I'm just curious where Shador goes.
That's what I'm saying.
Are we going to see him go in the first round tonight, or is he going to be
Maybe not.
Is he going to be a day 2 guy?
He might be a day 2 guy. I'm interested in these next 3 picks. Not so much. Not so
I know-
much the Bucks.
I know
but
which
I
one
wanna
you're
know-
really interested in.
I want to know. I want to know who the Broncos pick, and I want to know who the Steelers pick.
I figured the Steelers was the big one for you.
Yeah,
That's-
because they need a quarterback.
Yeah, they. I think from what I keep hearing with Aaron Rodgers that their talk is essentially over. Nothing's really being moved forward with them, so they don't have a
He's
quarterback.
gonna retire, dude. He is going
he
to
retires?
retire. I think so. I think he's got too much going on. From what he said on the Pat McAfee show, he was talking about all his personal stuff that he's got going on, and that's more important. And he doesn't want to quite make a decision, and these teams are wanting him to make a decision, and he's not ready to do that. And
What are we talking about?
Talking
Aaron
about
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers because we're talking about what picks we're looking forward to, and I figured Dalton's looking forward to Denver and Pitt. I figured he was looking more forward to Pitt just to see who they take.
Hey, Diana Rossini, eat a rock.
I'm looking at the Bucks picks right here, and yeah, there are definitely some prime trade back candidates. Maybe try to pick up an extra second, maybe an extra third here, just because they don't have a whole lot of. They only have 6 picks this year. Looks like they do not have a 4th round pick, so maybe they try to trade this, fall back, get an extra third,
Yeah,
try to help them out a little bit.
I really don't understand it. I don't understand.
I mean, I think it'd be perfect for Tampa Bay to move back a few spots here, just because of all the defensive players that are available right now. Like, you
But
have
who's
some
gonna
studs.
who's gonna jump here?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, nobody's
That's the
taking a
thing.
quarterback until at least 26. I can see the Rams trying to get a Shadur for the backup to Matt Stafford for a couple of years from now. Like, I could see that. But other than that, Baltimore's not, Washington or Detroit isn't, Washington isn't. I mean, there's nobody after pick 20 other than the Rams, nobody even. Buccaneers picking?
Their pick is in.
Buccaneers picking is what I got from Schefter just now. I don't have a pick in.
Yeah, I think with Seattle trying to trade back and getting nobody to bite, we probably won't be seeing any more trades, honestly. figured
I
you'd
could
see
see
it
the
earlier.
Vikings trading out potentially with a New York
I
Cleveland.
honestly thought we'd see a few more trades today, and it's not really happening.
I know you did.
Okay, I'm-
that's
I'm
why I
s-
took the. That's why I took the underspoon because I'm smart and you're not.
I'm seeing Jahad Campbell is what I'm seeing so far.
I don't hate that pick. I don't hate that pick at all.
That's who I saw. Let's refresh it and see if anybody else. Nope, that's just a prediction.
Seattle gets the, in my opinion, the tied for the number one. I couldn't tell you who I think the better guard is going to be in 10 years. Emeka Ibuka just went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They went wide
Are you
receiver.
serious?
I do not like that pick.
I hate that pick for Bucks fans.
Oh my god! I mean, replacing. I see the point. Like trying to. Evans is old. Ibuka does not play the same position as Mike Evans.
Well,
They both play receiver. One is a slot.
they-
One is a 6'5" menace.
They were looking to get a wide receiver, and I think they would have taken Tet if he was available.
Well, obviously they would have taken Ted if he was available. But I am shocked here at a.
I don't like that.
I mean, apparently they're just. I mean, who do the Broncos take here?
God, they take. Okay, I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I
Your
don't.
defense,
understand.
your secondary's god awful.
Swiss cheese. Bunch of Swiss cheese running around back there.
And you have the two best. Well, okay, sorry, you had Travis Hunter go too, but you have two top 15 guys in this draft. Both of them at corner. Both of them just sitting there. And you.
I mean, guys,
I
Mike
don't
Green
know.
is still on the board. Will Johnson is still on the board. Jahadi Barron is still on the board. Derek Harmon is still on the board. And you're out here taking Emeka Ibuka?
Can you go ahead and vote on that and say that we do not like that?
Yeah, 25% like that pick. All right, what's Denver going to do here, boys? What
So
do we
that
think
is
about
so
Denver?
far the biggest reach of the draft, I believe, right? Is that the biggest reach so far?
I would need to look again real quick just to be. Shamar Stewart's my biggest reach. Shamar's a bit, at least Ibuka is like a top 15-ish player, like top 20-ish player. Shamar Stewart is an athletic freak that got hyped at the combine. Like he doesn't have the play. Like when you turn on the tape, it's not there.
I had Shamar going way before, or well, not way, but I
That's
had him
fine.
going before.
And we just disagree on that. I watched Shamar Stewart's tape and I'm like, yeah, he's mid.
I thought Emeka was going to go end of the first round, and then I thought Shamar was going to go in the early 20s, mid 20s.
I thought there'd be
So-
more receivers gone by now. So I had Emeka like in the Chargers, Green Bay, LA conversation as well. So a little bit farther back. But I had Shamar Stewart as like a first 10 of the second round guy. Not high on him. And that's just me. I've been wrong plenty of times.
I also had Matthew Golden going before Ibuka.
Yeah, who picks Golden?
I mean, I kind of
I don't
think
know.
Green Bay.
I'm starting to think Green Bay probably takes a wide receiver for the first time.
Yeah, honestly. But who does Denver take? Who are we thinking Denver takes?
Are they taking
Omari
Omari
and
and
Hampton?
Hampton?
We want to vote for. We'll do a vote from now on Pro Football Focus. This thing we vote in Omarion.
Yeah.
I think Omari and Hampton
All
probably.
right,
goes
I
here.
voted Omari and Hampton.
But
I
I
didn't
don't.
restart.
I don't know. I know
clock
you
again.
hate Sean Payton, but Sean Payton is he's
He's
smart.
just not Sean Payton's type. Is my issue with it. He can do both. He can do
Payton
both
could go.
running and receiving. But like his comp via Pro Football Focus is Rashard Mendenhall. I comped him to Joe Mixon.
Which Joe Mixon isn't a terrible.
No. I don't. I'm not saying that Joe Mixon is bad. I just see like if I'm giving up a pick for Joe Mixon, are you giving up a first round pick for Joe Mixon?
Mm,
No, you're giving up a second round pick, which is totally fine, but you're not giving up a first. Because I'm telling you right now, if Joe Mixon is 1 first round pick, Justin Jefferson is 3. CeeDee Lamb is 2, at least, maybe even 3.
I mean, do the Broncos go golden here?
That's what
They
I
take a
kinda
receiver?
thought. That's what I kind of thought, but I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore.
And Will Johnson is also sitting there if they want to beef up that defense a little more.
God, dude, that would be fucking. Oh, dude, they could get Malachi Starks and team him with Hufanga. Oh my God, you'd have one like Troy Polamalu type and one like Cam Chancellor type on the same.
I think
defense.
it'd be a little bit too much of a reach here to go with Malachi Starks.
I mean, he's the best available player to Pro Football Focus. He's their 8th overall player. Now, I don't have him as the
I don't
8th
have
overall
him.
player,
I don't have
but
him
I'm
that
just
high.
saying. I'm just saying that's where they have him. They have. I have him as the 25th overall player.
I'm gonna tell you right
See-
now, man. You might not see Mike Green go for till towards
That's
the end of the first round.
Crazy, dude. Detroit's gonna get Mike Green, and I'm gonna be fucking livid. Livid.
I'm gonna say I wouldn't be surprised at this point that we see another SEC edge rusher go before Mike Green. In the name I'm calling is
that
James
would
Pierce
be
Jr.
a travesty. You're saying James Pierce goes before Mike Green goes?
I wouldn't
'Cause,
be surprised if that's what happened.
bro. That would be a tragedy. You're getting Randy Gregory out of James Pierce Jr. I mean, when I turn on Mike Green's tape, it's like
All right,
watching.
so sources are telling this guy that Denver Broncos are selecting Texas standout receiver Matthew Golden.
I can see it, dude. That was the first name I
That
threw out
was-
when we started this, but we voted Omari and Hampton, but just because I could see both. But I think Golden's the no-brainer here, in my opinion.
I think Golden should have been picked as the last pick.
I mean,
if they were gonna
Pro
go
Football
receiver.
Focus has them comped to Stephon Diggs. 6 foot, 195 pounds. Probably way faster than Diggsy. But Diggs has speed. Don't get me wrong. Diggs had the speed.
Yeah, I mean, I sent you guys some highlights of Matthew Golden. He's got speed. He's got hands. Like this guy's going to be good.
Bro, how did Emeka Ibuka go to Bucks?
Like I said, that secondary is absolutely just god awful. I don't like Tampa Bay's secondary. And you had Will Johnson and Barron still just sitting there.
Yeah. I
Could've
don't
went-
get it.
Could have went Malachi Starks, honestly. You said him.
Yeah, dude. I don't get the play there. It just doesn't make sense. While we're waiting here, we feel good about the Tyler Warren. 93% of users like the Tyler Warren to Indianapolis pick.
Yep. Kind of figured that one.
Kenneth Grant to Miami. We all like that.
Yeah, I like that pick.
I'm gonna take it. Dalton does. 58% of users. The PFF voters voted Matthew Golden would go to the Cowboys, which obviously he did not.
He did not.
Let's see. Go to latest. Still waiting on Denver here.
In the last
Couple minutes
what
here.
was it? 3 of the last 4 years, we've gone with an offensive lineman in the first round.
The Denver Broncos bolster their secondary and go Jahade Barron out of the University of Texas.
So they didn't go with one Texas boy; they went with the other Texas guy.
Man, that
I like it.
secondary is scary. Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, Jahade Barron, and then you have Hufanga. I don't know who their other safety is right now. Jesus Christ, we like the pick.
I love the
75%
pick.
of users like the pick. I think it's great.
Yep, there it is.
Steelers are on the clock. Are we saying it?
This is where I'm interested. Do they pick a quarterback?
Somebody already tweeted the Steelers have selected Shador Sanders with the 21st overall pick.
Also, after
All right.
this, I am probably going to hop off.
That's dumb.
That's fine. That's fine.
You're not even gonna make it to the Vikings pick?
Come on, man.
Come on, man. It's like 9:19 at night. I'm sleepy.
These are all,
These are all first
These-
round draft picks? Yeah, I know. We're a
these are the
football
ones.
podcast.
These are the ones that I'm interested in.
Wow, thanks,
So,
Dick. I don't know. I think Shadur could definitely go right here.
He could, but is he going to? If he doesn't go here, he's not going in the first round.
Oh, for sure. Well, unless somebody trades back up to get him. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I think we're gonna have to sit here for the next 10 minutes speculating. What do we think? What do you guys think? What do you each think of this pick? You got the best players available. Malachi Starks, according to Pro Football Focus, not me. Mike Green, Jihad Campbell, Will Johnson, Luther Burden, Donovan Nzukuriku, I think is how you say that. Josh Simmons, James Pierce Jr., Matthew Golden, Omari Hampton, Trey Amos, Nick Scorton, Tyler Connerly, Benjamin Morrison, Kevin Winston Jr., and then you're up into the mid 30s at that point. What do you think? What do you boys think?
I think this is one of the biggest questions of the draft. I think already one of the biggest questions of the draft was where's Shadur going to go, and also what are the Steelers going to do with their first draft pick? Because they absolutely could pick Shadur, but they need a quarterback. So if they don't pick Shadur and they pick another quarterback, who are they going to pick? But if they don't pick a quarterback at all, what
I
you
wouldn't
doing?
be surprised if they didn't go quarterback here because they could probably pick up one in the second round.
Derek Harmon.
Yep.
Steelers go Derek Harmon. Oh
Wow.
my God. I like it.
I don't hate it.
75% of users like the pick.
Interesting.
Oh my God,
Derek
dude.
Harmon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We probably won't see Shador. He's probably a day 2 guy.
Yeah, he's gonna be a
That's
day
crazy.
2 guy.
Right on, guys.
You're really gonna hop off.
Gots to.
You don't got to. You could stay.
I appreciate y'all.
I think Derek Harmon was a safe pick there.
All right, buddy. Peace. All right, Dalt's gone now. We love him. We hate to see him go. Derek Harmon, absolute stud, goes to the Steelers at pick 21. I am kind of blown away by that. I mean, just not that I thought Shadur Sanders was a consensus first round pick, because obviously we all have discussed, and he is not a consensus first round pick, and it doesn't look like he's going to go in the first round unless I could see a world in which the Browns don't want to risk the Giants jump getting him, so they take him at 33. I see a world in which the Giants say, screw it, we can't take the chance on the Browns jumping us, so they jump back in.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see one of those, one of the first round, one of the first picks of the second round, one of those teams jumping up to try to grab him real quick.
You know who
would not
you
be
know where I
surprised.
think he's gonna go? Honest to
Shadur.
God, Shadur Sanders will be a Las Vegas Raider.
Really?
Geno Smith doesn't have many years left. Yes, they just signed him to that contract, but he's got to be at
Do you think they just waited out then?
34, 33? Yeah, he's 34. Geno's 34, will be 35 this year. Let's see. I'm looking up the Geno Smith contract here and seeing what their outs are. So they $40 million cap hit this year, $26 million cap hit next year, and then he's out. So you could have him play this year and sit Shadur, and then have them battle it out, have Shadur Sanders start the following season and trade Geno, or bench him and you're only paying him $26 million to be the best backup quarterback in the league, and then the year after that he's gone. So
Sorry, I'm texting the group real quick.
you're good. I haven't looked at any of the group chats. What are they saying?
They just said that I would. They were like, "I bet you like that pick," because they know I'm a Baker fan. So they were just like, "Oh yeah, I bet you love that pick." The
Bro,
Bucs
Baker's
had.
got weapons.
Oh, I
Baker's
don't love.
got weapons, my guy.
He does.
We're at about 5 minutes left in the Chargers pick. Maybe a little bit less just because I started
you-
the timer a little late.
Who'd you pick?
I haven't
Take
yet.
over.
Who do we want to pick?
I'm thinking Will Johnson. Is that who you think, or
Cornerback.
do you think?
Yep.
You think they go different?
I think they go Will Johnson. I put it in. I mean, Michigan man to Michigan man, they're going Will Johnson. I think I'm shocked that this wasn't a Tyler Warren style pick where they ran to the podium with it.
Yeah.
Maybe they're fielding trade offers, but I mean,
Seeing if anybody wants to trade up with them.
I'm gonna say it this way actually. If they don't pick Will Johnson, what does that say about Will Johnson?
That means people aren't really high on him, I guess.
Well, I mean, if his college head coach won't pick him,
Yeah,
then
that's fair.
nobody else is gonna touch him.
What about
Until-
Amari and Hampton?
They just signed Najee Harris, or I'd be more in on
Yeah.
that.
It's fair, but they do like they like to have a committee.
Harbaugh's not really the committee type. He did last year a little bit, but they think Frank Gore, right? They just pounded Frank Gore in there for years with like, a pass catching specialist every once in a while. So
Yeah.
if you want to look at that as a committee, I'm not gonna be mad at it. But like I saw Frank Gore as their bell cow, and then they had guys around Frank Gore. And I think that's what he wants to build with a better quarterback in Justin Herbert.
What are their team needs? They need a wide receiver, tight end. I mean, they could see Golden go here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could see Golden go. So did they draft Ladd at the end of the first round last year,
Yes.
or was it the beginning of the second round?
End of the first round.
Okay, so could they be taking two receivers in the first round back to back? I mean, obviously Herbert needs it.
They could. I don't think they will, but they could. Definitely think they could. This is crazy. Mike Green is still on the board. I'm just blown away. I feel like Will Johnson's name is about to get called, right? I'm reloading
I
here.
feel like it's Will Johnson, but who knows?
That hasn't come in. PFF users pick Shadur Sanders. How are we feeling about the Colson Loveland pick to Chicago? I'm saying hate it.
I don't like it.
No, 37% liked this pick. 37. I am shocked. Michael Williams to the Niners. We like that pick, yeah?
Yeah, I like that pick.
47%. Reload here.
I'm still shocked Golden is still available. I figured he'd be gone before pick 20. I'm not seeing that the Chargers have their pick in either. So I think
I'm not either.
they could be discussing some trades with some teams, possibly.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. There's some talent here.
I mean, maybe after the Steelers passing on Shadur, or the Raiders in some talks trying to move up, maybe. I don't think the Chargers wait until. I don't think they want to go to the 6th pick in the second round, right? I don't think they want to fall back that far.
Yeah. I have a buddy who thinks Washington is going to trade out of the first round with a team, probably Cleveland or New York, for Shadur. We're at the 10-minute mark here.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I guess Washington They did a lot of signings this offseason, right? Didn't we see them? If I'm not mistaken, they signed a bunch of people.
Yeah, I got a bunch of people asking
I
me who
see.
the Vikings are going to take right here, and I just don't know.
I'm seeing a lot of Chargers fans wanting Golden.
Man,
A lot of
just-
Chargers fans wanting Matthew Golden here.
It would be crazy to take a receiver 2 years in a row in the first round. I'm not saying he can't do it, but I'm just it would be crazy to me. I just had somebody tell me we're going to trade JJ McCarthy in our pick to move up right here, and I said I'll kill myself live on stream. I'll end it on stream. I'll go against every YouTube regulation there is, and I will schmill myself on Shmeen. Is that a violation on X? Would Elon allow that? I don't think Elon would allow that either.
I don't think so.
I think he'd be like.
So
I think
if
he'd
you're
meme it though.
man, if
I
you're
think he'd
Green,
meme it.
if you're Green Bay here though, you're really hoping
my
that
God,
the
they're
Chargers take Golden, and then
Yeah.
Will
Oh,
Johnson
yeah.
just falls right in
Oh my
Green
God!
Bay's
Talk
lap.
about it. Jair Alexander will be released tomorrow. They're already going to cut him post June 1st.
I feel like that's why this pick is taking so long because they're trying to figure out: do they go Will Johnson? Do they go Matthew Golden? Which one do they do?
God, why is this taking so? Jim Harbaugh, give me my answer. I just want to know.
Yeah, their pick's
Once
still
again-
not. I'm not seeing that their pick is in. They're down to their last 2 minutes.
I mean, I'm at over 10 minutes here. Once again, if you're watching this on X, really appreciate it. Like and retweet, please and thank you. If you're watching it on YouTube, like and subscribe, please and thank you. Really appreciate you guys. Really helps out. Go follow all the social media. Go follow us on YouTube. Go subscribe to us on YouTube. Only helps us out. Please. Thank you. God, this is killing me. I'm just sitting here reloading. Because we're well over 10 minutes now into this pick, and I thought the pick was 10 minutes long, like that you had to be within 10 minutes. And apparently I'm wrong on that, but
I think we're just getting the leaks out before they actually put their pick in, is what it is.
I mean, that'd be crazy.
I mean,
Because
it's
we're at like
from-
13 minutes right now.
I mean, it looks like the Chargers are trying to shop this pick around, is what it's looking like.
I mean, they gotta be. There's no way they're sitting there deciding over two players right now.
No.
They gotta be. The poor part of this is if they trade it, we have to sit here and wait for the next team to put the pick in.
I see somebody else is saying the Chargers are getting trade calls. So people are trying to hit them up to trade it into this pick.
Well,
right
even
now.
still, like this is record time here. We're at like 13
I'm
14
seeing 20 seconds left on the clock. So they better do something, and they better do something fast.
I don't even see it. What clock are you seeing? I don't even see a clock.
I'm on. I have something pulled up, or I have ESPN pulled up while we're doing this too. I have a lot of stuff pulled up right now.
Hey, that's fine. I like it. I like that you have a lot of stuff pulled up. I mean, I don't see no pick yet. What
The
a
pick is
moment.
in, is what I'm seeing right now.
Pick is in.
So they selected someone. They did not trade their pick.
I just got a text. The concern with Will Johnson is injury related. Yes, it is. He had an injury last year. If you look at his 23 tape, he was a shutdown cornerback during that Michigan championship run. Last year he was injured. He played banged up. He was not the same player as he was during his 23 season. So that's where the concern does come from. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate you. Appreciate that. And that was per Ian Rappaport is what the man just told me. So, I mean, will they please pick a player? Because this is getting redonkulous.
Has it not released?
Omarion Hampton.
Okay.
What? You just signed Najee Harris, and then you're going to use the 22nd pick on Omarion Hampton. running back, North Carolina, 6'1", 220, absolute downhill, 1 foot in the dirt and take off, make somebody pay for it. Harbaugh guy through and through. He is built like an Adrian Peterson, built like a Joe Mixon. Change of direction explosiveness for his size, pretty damn good. Not elite, but pretty damn good. And he wants to be physical. He wants to be in your face. He wants to make you feel it. Great pass protector. Can get overeager at times. Sometimes second guesses his assignment, which leads to some problems there. Spoon, do we like this pick? I say no.
I don't hate it. I think that's kind of what I think they should have went Matthew Golden. So yeah, I don't like it.
25% of users like this pick.
Yeah.
PFF said they should have taken, the PFF users say they should have taken Matthew Golden. And
Yep.
here we go. Cornerback Will Johnson will be a Green Bay Packer.
Is Green Bay not rushing up to the podium here to take Will Johnson?
I would imagine so. They need wide receiver, edge defender, cornerback. You have Matthew Golden, Mike Green, Will Johnson. This is a Green Bay, this is the best case scenario for them. This is a dream case scenario for Green Bay. Am I right? All right, I just started the 10-minute countdown timer. So if Green Bay goes over this timer, then it's definitely over 10 minutes. But am I right? You have Matthew Golden, great prospect, Mike Green, great prospect, and Will Johnson, great prospect. All of your top 3 needs in Green Bay.
Yeah.
No,
they need an offensive tackle too, but I don't think they go there.
Yeah, but
three of their top needs right here, all just chilling.
Their 3 top needs are they have the number 2 ranked person at their position, number 3 ranked person at their position, and Luther Burden is Pro Football Focus's number 2 receiver, and Matthew Golden's their number 4 receiver. So they have a top 2 via Pro Football Focus at all their, or top 3 via Pro Football Focus at all their major needs, and top 4 in our opinions. So
does that just hurt Najee Harris's fantasy value a little bit from what I'm seeing?
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Good call on the Omari and Hampton pickup. That is wild to me.
You told me no.
I did. I would tell you no. If you told me you could see the future and you knew for a fact it was happening, I would have told you no. That's how sure I was that was not happening. I just don't see. I'm watching him on screen right now. They're showing his highlights on Pat McAfee. I just don't see it. I just don't see the. You have guys in this draft class. In this draft, you have some elite runners of the football. And to take a guy in the first round, you have Cam Scatterbo, you have Dylan Sampson, Caleb Johnson. Both Ohio State guys are going to be good running backs in the NFL. Damian Martinez in the later round, Bradshaw Smith in the later round, Jadon Blue from Texas. All guys who can come in and be good running backs, especially in committees of all things. And you go and you have some elite picks on the board, and you go and you take a running back. This feels very Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Not similar play style, but just that, Kansas City takes the running back as the missing. It just doesn't. What do you guys think? You guys, what do you think, Spoon? I've said you guys as in Dalton, but he's no longer with us.
What do I think? I think the Packers should hurry up and just draft Will Johnson.
Seriously, Although the Chargers recently signed Najee Harris to headline their backfield, Jim Harbaugh values dynamic playmakers in the running game. Hampton, one of the most physically gifted backs in the class, profiles as just that, evidenced by his 4.29 yards after contact per attempt 97th percentile in college football over the past 2 seasons. That's the pick breakdown for Omarion Hampton via Pro Football Focus, which, I mean, they're not wrong. They are not wrong. I am so shocked that just happened. I mean, Omarion Hampton is my 34 ranked player. I mean, when you have a guy like Mike Green, Malachi Starks.
Yeah, he just started getting the hype recently because, I mean, everybody knew GT would go, and there's a bunch of teams that need some running backs. Denver could have used Omarion Hampton.
I mean, there's some talent left right now, dude.
Yeah,
There's some talent left. You have...
And if you're watching this, you're loving this, right? Yeah,
I mean, I don't even
you're going to have some
know.
talent coming up for you.
But I kind of wanted to trade back. Oh, the Vikings only have 4 picks. I don't even have more picks. Like, if we could trade back with Kansas City, Cleveland, New York, Tennessee, the Raiders. Dude, the Raiders coming up to get Shadur would be sick. I would love that. I'm convinced we're going to trade down now. There's so much talent on the board right now that there's going to be talent at the back end of the first, early second. There's going to be a player fall.
Yeah.
I'm more convinced ever that we should trade back.
I mean, if the Packers don't take Will Johnson here, the Vikings...
Oh, my God, dude. Fucking fly to the podium. Fly in. Like, on
they
an
need
eagle.
a quarterback. Says they also need a D tackle. Who's the best available D tackle right now?
We don't need a D tackle. We have Jonathan Hargrave and Jonathan Allen and Harrison Phillips. We don't need a D tackle.
You could take a safety, right?
Yeah, we could take Malachi Starks. We did just
Could
sign
take
Theo
Starks.
Jackson. We signed Theo Jackson and we gave him not high-end starter money, but we gave him enough money that he needs to be on the field. So
Right.
I kind of see that happening because we lost Cam Bynum. And then Harrison Smith came back, so you could bring Malachi Starks in to sit, but you don't really want him to sit. I don't like safety or linebacker in the first round. I really don't. I really don't like either of those in the first round. Highly against that. It's already bit the Vikings. A Georgia safety has already bit this Vikings regime in the ass, Lewis Cine, a couple years ago. So, that gives me a lot of PTSD.
The Packers are fielding trade calls. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense
everybody's
here.
going to be fielding trade calls right now. Nobody's going to trade back. Or nobody's going to trade up right now, I feel.
Imagine if they trade it. If they trade this pick, I would laugh so hard.
Why?
Because, I mean, there's 2 guys right here that would easily benefit the Packers. Yeah, Will Johnson, who would benefit them so much. You have, they could go Golden here. They could go with Mike Green here.
My God, could you imagine them with
they
Golden?
They have a bunch of players that would really benefit them right here. And
Matthew Golden.
Yep, I was about to say that. I just saw that.
I'm going to say this, and you're not going to like this, Spoon. I just don't see him as a true number 1 receiver. He's going to be good.
I view him as a top tier 2 guy.
Yeah, if he achieves top 15 in the NFL, that's where kind of I had him. Getting into a top 15 role. If he was on the Panthers, he could maybe be a wide receiver 1.
Okay, so that means Will Johnson's still on the board, Brenner.
Man, I don't know. I am so...
Why are we seeing Will Johnson fall here?
It's got to be the injuries. They're worried that because he played so well in 23, got injured, and then didn't play as well in 24, that the injuries have him messed up. I'm praying to God we don't go safety here. I don't like safety in the first round. I gave them the benefit of the doubt the first time they did it.
So you would prefer to take Maxwell Harrison, probably.
I don't want Harrison either. I don't like him. I don't think he's a good cornerback. He has a lot of downside. Sorry, let me fix Matthew Golden here. Where is he? Wide receiver. There he is. Green Bay finally takes a wide receiver in the first round. That's crazy.
First time since 2002.
That's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't be mad about Mike Green here. We don't need an edge rusher. Wouldn't be mad. Wouldn't be mad about Will Johnson. Jihad Campbell. Wouldn't be mad about Jihad Campbell. Malachi Starks is still there. I don't want Harrison. I don't love. Last year it was so different last year because I actively wanted JJ McCarthy so bad. So bad. It was so different for me. And this year I don't know.
You know, you wanted Kenneth Grant, right?
I wanted
the guy
Kenneth
you
Grant.
really
Yes.
wanted.
That's who I really wanted, but he obviously went forever ago to Miami, so that's not happening. Golly, there's just not. I mean, it's got to be Will Johnson. I feel like there's a reason he's falling, and that's not good, right? No trade. Packers stick at 23. Oh, Matthew Golden's going to catch a lot of go balls in the NFL. Gonna catch a lot of go balls. Yeah. Out wide, 376 of 494 snaps. Spoon, what do you think the Vikings should do here?
I mean, I personally think they should go Will Johnson. I think that's the.
All right, that's who I voted for.
I understand the injury problems, but
that's who I voted for.
You're kind of at the back end of the first here. I mean, this is where it starts getting like, oh, you could go for the upside, maybe.
That's why I say Mike Green. We do not need a pass rusher. In no way, shape, or form do we need a pass rusher. But the fact that that guy is just sitting there.
All right, let's see.
I mean, we could be looking at a Khalil Mack level player. Like,
Somebody just tweeted and said that the Packers definitely could have just stolen the Vikings' thunder there. The Vikings weren't looking for a receiver. No shot. If they really wanted to, I think they should have took like Will Johnson or yeah, I guess that would have been the only guy to really
tackle Donovan Jackson. He's gonna play guard.
Oh, so it's in already?
Yeah.
That was quick. You don't love it. You don't love it.
I don't love it.
You don't love it.
I don't love it.
Man. That was fast. Thank you, Vikings.
Yeah, I don't love that. I don't love that at all. Oh, it's a huge reach.
Yeah, he probably wasn't going in the first round at all. I don't think we did a mock where he was going in the first round.
No, we didn't.
I mean, could they have just picked Simmons there? Well, you don't want to protect JJ?
I want more than 4 draft picks.
You want more than 4?
Yeah.
Well, you're not getting it, buddy.
Nope. That was brutal.
Man, we might not see another trade.
We're not going to see another trade.
We probably won't see another trade. Oh, boy.
That's brutal. The Vikings don't have another pick until 97 either.
And they saw something. They really liking the guy.
Yeah. I mean, he played really well against Mike Green at Marshall. I mean, national champion pedigree, I guess. Ugh. This is one of the picks I like the least out of the entire draft, which means it'll be great.
Right. So who's next? So is this where Simmons goes, right? This is where we had him going. We still think Simmons goes to the Texans?
Yeah, gotta be. Gotta be
I
Simmons.
I wouldn't think they go anywhere else.
I am so fucking shocked right now. I mean, they didn't even have. I mean, Pro Football Focus doesn't even have as a top 35 player. Wow. I am shocked.
I mean,
Oh.
seeing a lot of talk on Twitter about people liked Donovan Jackson. They were really high on him.
Yeah. Sure. Man. I don't know. It's because he's gonna play guard. Is the thing. He comps similarly to Tyler Smith. So he'll play guard at the next level. It's just the Giants have traded up. The Giants have traded up with the Rams.
Really?
The Giants just traded up with the Rams and didn't give up
Okay.
their second round pick.
What did they trade for the? What did they trade
I don't
to
know.
the Rams?
I don't know. But they're gonna go get Shadur right here. We're gonna get Shadur Sanders. Oh my
No
God!
way.
The Vikings just gave us the lowest low, and the Giants are about to take Shadur Sanders. I put in the pick. They're taking Sanders. There's two.
Come on, I want to see this. I want to see what they traded. Yeah, the Giants traded up to number 25.
The Giants traded pick 34, a third round pick, and a future sixth round pick to move up to 26. So the Rams get a third round pick and a future sixth. So that's why nobody was trading back. I mean, that's criminally low to trade up that far.
Where did the Giants pick? They picked.
The Giants didn't even have to give up pick 30, or did it say 34? Yeah, they traded pick 34, so PFF just hasn't updated it yet. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm the more I'm looking into this Donovan pick, the more I'm okay with it. But
Wait, so
Sorry, all three-
the Giants traded with the Texans.
what? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Did
thought
I
you
say the
said
Rams? Sorry.
You said the
I said
Rams.
the
Yeah, I thought
Rams.
you said they
The
traded
Texans,
with the Rams.
the Texans. My bad. I did say the Rams. I meant the Texans. Which is it's probably smart of the Texans because there's no offensive line there to take, and they
Well,
need
yeah, there's
offensive
Simmons
line.
there to take.
Well, but they can get Simmons at 34, I bet. Who's going to take Simmons between now and then?
What do you mean? Who's at 30? At 34? Did they trade their?
Yeah.
You said they didn't trade their second round pick.
They did. Rappaport, Pro Football
okay.
Focus hadn't updated yet. Rappaport said they had, and then they just changed it.
Okay. So yeah, they could probably get him at 34, maybe.
Yeah,
Or they had their eye on another offensive lineman.
Yeah,
I mean,
or
how many offensive? You have Josh Simmons. You have Josh Connerly.
I'm telling you right now, this is about to be Shadur Sanders or Mike Green. They could go Mike Green. Could you imagine getting Mike Green at the back half of the first round?
That would be a great deal for them, man.
Jackson Dart.
No way.
Swear to
No
God.
way.
No way. What a fucking fumble by New York. What an all-time fumble by
Ooh.
New York.
Dart went before.
Shadur. It's the arm strength, man. It's the reason Shadur is
Yeah.
falling. It's the arm strength and the attitude. He treated people like his shit don't stink because his dad did. and that's the way he was raised. Like being as realistic as possible. That's the way he was raised to act because his dad was that way. But his dad was an all-time prospect and an elite level talent, and Shedeur is not. You can't be that cocky and that brash and that arrogant when you're just a normal guy.
Yeah.
Wow, Jackson Dart. I hate that even more than the Vikings pick. I mean, don't get me wrong. Dart tore it up against people like Duke and Georgia Southern and Middle Tennessee, but then he plays LSU and gets dominated. Yeah. So, Spoon, do you remember who I said Jackson Dart was a couple weeks ago? I said 2 names.
I don't remember the names, but they weren't
said
good
2
names.
names.
They weren't
I've said
great.
2 names repeatedly throughout this process that I don't know why anybody would take Jackson Dart because they're blank. He's just like blank, basically blank. I have said Will Levis, Kenny Pickett. He's the next version of that guy. The guy that you're like, oh, he's got all the intangibles, and we just have to work with him a little bit because he was just in a really wacky college offense, but he's got all the tools and traits you want, and then he doesn't work out, and you're like, well, I just can't figure out why he didn't work. It's because they're not good. They're not that guy. The Rams, what do you think the Rams do here? Will Johnson to the Rams?
Let me see here.
No Will
Awesome.
Johnson.
I mean,
to
I
the
don't.
Rams?
I feel like we're just seeing Will Johnson just fall right now.
Oh yeah. Well,
Well,
obviously
I mean,
we're
we
seeing
are,
him
but
fall.
I think there's got to be some kind of it's probably the injury thing, and I think teams are scared about
Malachi
it.
Starks
we
to the
might-
Rams.
I don't hate that.
Do you want Malachi or Will? Or let's see what linebackers are out there.
See, I'm
Jihad
seeing-
Campbell.
I'm
We could see
seeing
Jihad Campbell go.
I'm seeing something that the reason the Giants traded up was because I think they were worried that the Rams were
Cleveland.
going to go for Dart.
Well, I did say that the Rams could go Shedeur earlier, so
Or
they could
Dart.
have gone Dart. But I don't think they trade out of that pick if they're going to go him. I think they traded for him themselves. Oh, the Rams. You said the Rams. Yeah, I can see that.
I think the Giants traded up to jump over the Rams just so they could take Dart.
I think
All
that's
right, so
dumb.
we got two trades so far.
I think that's really, really, really dumb. But hey, what do I know? I don't know anything.
So are the Rams going for Shedeur?
No.
You don't think so? You don't think they pivot and go Shedeur?
No. Falcons are on the clock. What?
Did they trade?
What? They did. The Falcons are on the clock.
The Falcons
Who are the
traded up to
Falcons
take
going with?
Shedeur? I'm just kidding.
No. Who are the Falcons going for here?
They see something. They need defense, bro. Do they trade up to get Will Johnson? Do they trade up to get? Damn, why? Do they trade up to get Mike Green here?
Yeah.
Who did they take already? They took a linebacker. Do they take the edge rusher now to really beef up their defense?
Whew. I'm gonna say they're either taking Jihad Campbell, Luther Burden, Will Campbell.
Do you think the Rams are trading back because they were planning on taking Dart there?
What did the Rams give for that? God, the Giants just fucked that up so hard, dude. The Giants just got the 2 dudes I think are the biggest 2 busts in the first round. They did the old get your pass rusher, get your quarterback in the same draft thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And they got Jackson Dart and Carter. They got a one-trick pony in Carter and they get a Will Levis Jr. in Dart. I mean, I know what Babdal
The
is
Falcons
thinking.
are trading a first-round pick to get
Next
pick
year.
26. Yep. Did you
Next
see that already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know what they're thinking with Jackson Dart, right? Babdal is thinking, look at what I did with Josh Allen. I can do that with Dart. Look at what I did with Danny Dimes. I can do that with Dart. But Dart's just not that guy. I mean, maybe he is. I could be wrong. I've
Who
been wrong
knows?
before. I'll be wrong again. I see him. I mean, when you have Russ and Jameis and now you have Dart, seems like a lot. Seems like
So
a
the
lot.
Falcons trade 46 as well. So that's their second-round pick, right? So they
Second and a. Oh, okay. They come up from their second and give up next year's first.
to
I
the
gotcha, I
Rams,
gotcha.
and then they swapped it looks like they swapped a third or that's a fourth rounder. They swapped a fourth rounder and like a seventh rounder as well.
Yeah,
But
so
the Falcons traded away the
46, 242 in their first round pick next year for
Yep.
26 and 101. So they're getting the 101. So that's a early fourth. So
the fourth
s-
rounder.
the New York Giants. Oh, that's the Giants pick. Oh, Tennessee, James Pierce Jr. I bet I saw Tennessee right before I clicked away. James Pierce Jr.
So that's who I knew they were going to go with it. I said they're probably going to go with an edge there. I thought it was going to be
Well,
Mike
there's your
Green.
SEC pass rusher before Mike Green.
I told you. I wouldn't be
Bro,
shocked
this
if
is
James
a
Pierce.
generational slide for Mike Green. I mean, a generational slide for him. Oh my God.
All right, Brenner. So if there's one more trade, I win.
Yeah. We've had that. Well, we've had exactly what I thought there would be.
You said 3.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I thought there would be one in the top 10 and 2 in the bottom 15. And that's exactly what there's been so far.
Oh, I did. I picked. I did one bet on Flip for this draft. You know what it was?
Yeah. What?
I picked that Tet would be picked 10th or higher.
Oh, no.
No, it worked. He was
Oh, you
picked
meant
8th.
10th or lower.
Yeah.
Okay,
10th or higher.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, it says under 10 and a half, so that would be 10, 9, 8, 7,
Yeah,
6.
but under the lower. You said
Yeah.
higher. I thought you meant like higher, like 10, 11, 12, 13. I was like, oh, so close. All right, the Ravens are on the clock here. What are we feeling for the Ravens? Any thoughts?
Ravens. They need D tackle. They need corner. I mean, they need corner. They could go. Are we going to say it again?
We're just gonna keep
Are we
saying
just
it.
going to keep saying Will Johnson?
We're just gonna keep saying it.
Oh man.
I mean, he's the obvious play. I'm absolutely shocked he's still there.
I mean, they also could use an edge rusher. Maybe we see Mike Green finally go.
I mean, dude, I cannot believe he is falling right now. Do we like the James Pierce Jr. pick?
I mean, I do. I think James Pierce
All right.
Jr. going at
75% of people like this pick.
Yeah. I think him going at
Oh.
pick 26 is good.
Dart has varying opinions on him, but the Giants trade up to get their guy. His data profiles as a starting caliber quarterback after grading above the 89th percentile in 5 of PFF's stable metrics, including 94th percentile on early downs. Ole Miss offensive issues aside. Oh, sorry. Ole Miss's offensive issues aside, Dart was the highest graded passer in the 2025 draft class and was very accurate downfield.
Yeah, so now I'm seeing. So you know how I brought up that the Giants jumped the Rams to take Dart because they thought that the Rams would take Dart?
Yeah.
I'm now seeing reports that the reason the Falcons jumped the Ravens was because they thought the Ravens were going to take James Pierce there. which makes
Wow.
sense because that is a position they
Yeah.
needed. So that's why the
We're seeing
Falcons
a
were so
lot
eager
of
to.
movement.
Yep, lots
We're
of
seeing a
moves.
lot of movement here.
What's going on with the Ravens? What are we seeing?
That's what I'm trying to find out. I don't see much of anything right now. I don't see much of anything yet. We're kind of in limbo here. Kind of in a limbo
I
period.
mean, Will Johnson falling all the way to 27. I don't see why they don't go him. Or at least go like maybe Malachi Stark. I don't know.
Man, could you
I don't-
imagine Malachi Starks and Kyle Hamilton in the same backfield as safeties?
Deadly.
Deadly. That'd be insane. But you can also go Will Johnson again. We'll say it for the 80 millionth time. I mean,
Yep, I'm seeing.
Jahad Campbell's still there.
I'm seeing Ravens fans saying that they want Will Johnson and they want Mike Green. I did just see one for Jahad Campbell now too. Kind of all.
I mean,
over
so
the
my
place.
thing with Will Johnson is like in 2023 he allowed a passer rating of 30.9, which is insane, right?
Mm.
In 2024 he only allowed a 52.6, so it's not like he played crazy bad. Sure, was he great? No. Played in half the games. But he had a 76.5 grade compared to a 78.9 the year before.
And my thing with him being so bad there is that the Michigan did not have a great offense this last year at all.
No, the defense was on the field half the
The
time.
defense was on the field quite a bit. Will Johnson played a lot whenever he had to, and that's just
he played 182 snaps in 6 games.
Yeah,
This is crazy. I would not have ever thought that. I would have thought Malachi Starks would still be here. That's understandable. But Mike Green, Jahad Campbell, Will Johnson, Luther Burden, I would not have assumed all of them would still be here. Josh Simmons is still there. Nick Scorton I could see, and then some of these other guys are second round guys. I could see like Kansas City going Jaden Higgins still, reaching on a wide receiver. Man, you just don't know until you know, you know?
seeing some Josh Simmons love. Oh, their pick is in, so you should be able to.
I'm updating right now. It's not in.
Mm.
Go to latest. Yep, it still says on the clock.
Yeah, I have it that
Oh.
the pick is in.
Nope. The Falcons trade up into the first round to double up on an athletic pass rusher, as Pierce was the fastest defensive lineman in the NFL Combine. Pierce defeats blocks exceedingly well, generating a 23% pass rush win rate, while also sporting an 84.1 run defense grade. The Falcons had one of the worst pass rushing defensive lines in the NFL in 2024, but immediately improved that tonight. The people's pick was Luther Burden III. Once again, if you're watching this on X and or YouTube, we really appreciate you, and just like, subscribe, retweet, all the good things. We really appreciate it. You guys tuning in with us. It's been awesome. We're almost there. The Falcons are still on the clock. I don't have a pick.
You mean
it does.
the Ravens?
Or sorry, the Ravens. I said the Falcons. I was looking at the Falcons logo, and Malachi Starks, Kyle Hamilton, and Malachi Starks are your new safety duo in Baltimore. Jesus Christ, that secondary is about to be insane.
I said
Oh my
Malachi
God.
Starks.
Yeah, I asked you about him. You said yes.
Yep.
Wow. What a pick. What a pick. Malachi Starks.
So now are the Lions about to get Mike Green?
Oh my God, dude. I said it was going to happen.
You said.
I said
Yep.
it was going to happen. I shouldn't even be surprised. Oh, God. Take Luther Burden. Take Luther Burden and spare me. Spare me. Do something stupid. Pull a Chicago and do something really stupid, please. I mean, Chicago whiffed this draft away. Oh my God. Or I should say this first round. This draft's a long way from over, I guess. But this first round, Chicago pooped the bed. So we got Malachi Starks going there. So you got him right here to Baltimore. Ooh. So top available players. I have my board as Shadur Sanders, Mike Green, Will Johnson, Jihad Campbell, Donovan Nzikaruku, and then Josh Simmons, Maxwell Harrison.
I really thought we were going to see Josh Simmons go to the Texans there. But, like you said, they could probably still get him at pick 2 of the first round. I mean, unless the Titans need offensive line?
I wouldn't say they need offensive line, no. I mean, they need everything, technically. Let's be real.
Just kidding. The Titans pick 3. They don't pick. The Browns pick number 1.
They're just announcing the Malachi Starks pick on the draft coverage. That's crazy. I mean, everybody should be watching us right now. We've been like 5 minutes ahead. Not really. We've been like 3 minutes ahead of each pick in the draft. If you want to know what the picks are before they're announced on national television, just tune in here. We'll get you taken care of. They're showing some Malachi Starks film right now. He is an absolute stud. I don't love safeties in the first round. Back end of the first round's tolerable. It's a lot. What are the Detroit Lions going to do? They're going to go edge rusher. I know they are. They're going to take Mike Green. I hate this. I hate that I have to sit here and watch them take Mike Green. This is painful. I'm going to have to watch Mike Green go against the Vikings for the next decade and a half. And it's going to be painful every time they go, well, the Vikings had a chance to draft him only 5 picks earlier. And they are 4 picks earlier and they passed. Taking Donovan Jackson, who I hope I'm wrong about and is an elite fucking guard.
They have some good options to go with here, though. They have Will Johnson they can go with. They have Mike Green. They have Jihad Campbell still sitting there.
Oh, stop saying all these good names. Why don't you say something bad about them?
Oh, I was going to say...
Just kidding. Tell me they take Trey Amos. Take Trey Amos.
Well,
please.
You said to say something bad. I was going to say the Vikings took Donovan Jackson.
I mean, it's not bad. It's the right.
Not bad.
So it's the right play for them. It's a franchise left guard. It's just anticlimactic, and I felt there were better players on the board, but not at positions of need. The Vikings took the best player at their biggest position of need for the next
Lions pick is
decade.
in.
So the Vikings did the right thing. I just don't like it. So being fair to them, they did the smart thing, not the risky thing. I just feel like the risky thing would have paid off.
Seeing reports of them going D tackle here. Who's the best D tackle available?
Best D tackle available would be
Darius Alexander,
Tyreek Williams. Darius Alexander, one of the two. I don't know. I feel like it'd be Tyreek Williams. It's not in yet. Still waiting. Okay. The Ravens let the board fall to them and take the best available player on PFF's big board. He has positional versatility that allows Kyle Hamilton to be a movable chess piece. Stark's 85.6 run defense grade was one of the best in his draft class, while his 8.1% missed tackle rate was one of the lowest in this class. Starks brings a high-level football intelligence and great anticipation to make plays on the ball and coverage via Pro Football Focus. Malachi Starks was the people's pick for the Ravens, and that's who they took. So, great pick by the people. Great pick by the Ravens. Didn't play too well against Texas in the second game. Played really well against them in the first game. Played really well against Clemson, Mississippi State, pretty good against Tennessee and against Notre Dame in the final game of the season. We're still awaiting the Detroit Lions pick here. We have not
Should be
dialed
in.
it in yet. It should be in soon. Mike Green's got to be the pick, man. Especially with Aiden Hutchinson coming back from a broken leg. I mean, who knows? Maybe Aiden, you can't, I'm not saying he's going to lose a step, but it's happened before. Great insurance. If not, you have 2 elite pass. What? Hold on, what?
What?
I've never even heard of this dude.
Who'd they take?
Tyleek Rayner? This has to be a mess up. This has to be Tyleek Williams from Ohio State. Okay, yeah. They had a Temple running back in here, and it says on the clock. I think they're going Tyleek Williams from Ohio State. That was crazy. They got to be going Tyleek Williams. He had the exact same first name, but it was some Temple running back. No! They're leaving it up. What?
I'm seeing that they went with Tyleek Williams. I'm still seeing Tyleek Williams. Yeah, I'm seeing everybody say.
Okay, they changed it on the
Tyleek
site.
Williams.
Oh my god. I was blown away for a second. I was like, no way. I'm so happy. I mean, I'm happy they didn't take Mike Green. That's nice. Not stoked about Tyleek Williams going against me for the next 5-6 years, but better than Mike Green. Better than Mike Green.
I mean, you said Tyleek Williams.
Yeah, I said they could go him, and I like the pick for them. I think that's the right play. I think, like, if I'm them, I think that's the best available interior defensive lineman, which they need. But, I mean, edge defender is who I would personally take there. All right, Washington's on the clock. They need defense, man. Who's the best defensive player? Oh, wait, Mike Green. I mean, they could go Jihad Campbell. Give them their
Or they could trade back.
I just don't know if they have anybody willing to trade back.
I don't think they need to trade back.
I don't know if there's anybody here. Oh my God, they're gonna give Kansas City Mike Green. Ugh.
I hope not.
Yeah. Now it's starting to set in. It's like, oh, I mean, maybe he falls into the second round and a crappy team like the Titans ends up with him, but man. Oof. Tomorrow's going to be painful for the Vikings. We're going to miss out on a lot of talent. A lot of talent's going to go out the window. Cowboys pick at 44. And then again at 76. And then Vikings pick at 97. Tomorrow's going to be a fun day. We got a couple more here, though. We got 4 more picks. It's only going to take 40 more minutes. We've been going for 3 hours and 18 minutes now. We're going strong to the rack. Any thoughts, Spoon, on who the Commanders might go with here?
I feel like Mike Green is the best pick for him here.
Is that who we want to put in? Is that who we want to vote for?
I mean, that's fine with me.
Can you believe he's still there?
I can't believe Will Johnson's still there.
I can't either, man.
All right, let's see what the rumors are coming from Washington. Looks like all their fans want Mike Green. I see
he's there.
Will Johnson. Yep, I see Green. Another guy wants him.
I would love to know. I would love to get in a draft room right now and know what people's issue with Green and Johnson is.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll know by tomorrow. It'll come out. Rappaport will leak it. Sam Schefter will leak it.
But I mean, these are by far the top two guys that have dropped the most in this draft. Like we all knew Shedeur was going to be dropping. Like his draft was such a question in the first place. Some people had him going to Pittsburgh. Some people had him going possibly top 10. Some people had him going second round. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like the Shedeur,
it doesn't shock me that nobody's took it. But what does shock me?
What did you say?
I said, but what does shock me is the fact that we still have Will Johnson and Mike Green on the board, and we're at pick 29 right now.
The McAfee show has Jahade Barron as a safety. Sorry to interrupt you. Maybe he's going to play safety.
Maybe. I've always seen him being listed at corner.
Yeah, same. Well, I mean, to be fair, Donovan Jackson's listed at tackle, and he started at left guard all 3 years for Ohio State, and is going to be a left guard in the NFL. And for some reason, they have him listed as a tackle. So
pick is in.
I don't have it up yet.
It's going to take freaking 10, 15 minutes before they actually announce the pick. We know this.
It will on there, but not for me. All right. Oh, come on, Washington. Give me the money. Give me the good stuff. Give me the stuff. Reloading again. I wonder how many times I've said reload in this live stream. Think I've got to 100 yet?
Probably.
Yeah, the Tyleek Williams update isn't even up yet. Come on. Oh, Josh Conerly. Josh Conerly Jr. Do we like it?
I don't hate it.
Played left tackle all of 23 and 24 for the Oregon Ducks.
Kind of surprised to see him go before Josh Simmons.
Yeah, same. He did play pretty well this season, though. Did play pretty well. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say I like it. 75% of Pro Football Focus users like this pick.
Did they really need offensive line, though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They need line. They need a lineman.
Damn, so we might not see Will Johnson or Mike Green go in the first round.
Well, Will Johnson's going to go right here, and then Mike Green's going to go to Kansas City.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's so unfortunate, man. Yep, Josh Conerly. Or Cornerly. Conerly. God. Conerly.
Yeah, remember they traded Laramie Tunsil? Or traded for Laramie Tunsil, sorry.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see what's going on with the Bills.
Be watching lots of guard film the next couple days.
Right?
Convince myself that Donovan Jackson's a future Hall of Famer and that I just missed him.
I mean, you did it. You did it with the Cowboys pick.
Dude, Booker's gonna be a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, you really liked him.
I loved him. I wish we got him. I mean, to be fair, the Vikings, Booker wouldn't really fit the Vikings scheme very well. So, like, I get it. But the dude's 6'5", 325. The dude's an absolute monster. I mean, Jackson's big, but He's only 6'4", 320, so 2 inches shorter and 5 pounds lighter. Not
Is this
that makes
possibly
the
going to
world
be the
difference.
biggest steal of the first round right here? If they take Will Johnson,
Oh my God, Will Johnson or Mike Green, either one. We've said this like 6 times though, dude. The 3 positions of need are the top 3 players:
yeah,
edge, linebacker, cornerback. Buffalo's top 3 needs are edge, linebacker, cornerback. Literally.
yeah, they're just free pick.
I mean,
So I think they just go with whichever one they think is the
I
safest.
think they take Mike Green. It's their number 1 position of need, and he's the number 1 player on the board. This is insane. Absolutely insane. I am blown away right now. Where is Tyleik Williams on my big board? I've missed him. Sorry, I'm searching through my big board right now to get everything
No, you're good.
updated. Oregon. Washington. And then I don't have... D Lyman 7. D Lyman 6 is Alfred Collins. Oh, wow. Wow. Rough. Buffalo is on the clock still. Sorry we're being so silent, guys. The pick is in for Buffalo. They have
Yes,
not
it is.
dropped it. Are we going Mike Green or Will Johnson?
I'd say we just go Mike Green. I think that's a safe pick here if they're worried about Will Johnson's injuries.
Yeah, it just blows my mind that they're caught up in industry that much, like caught up that much in the injury thing for a guy who's so highly rated. I will say that the lowest picked player on my board at this point is number 64, and that was Tyleik Williams of the Detroit Lions. So I have the
I guess
Lions
you're happy
making
about that.
a big bumble and the Bears making a big bumble. Not that I think Colson Loveland's a bust. I just think that there are way better options at that point in the draft. Chicago does have 2 picks in the next 10, or 2 picks in the next 11. They have 2 picks to start tomorrow. Numbers 39 and 41. That would be 2, 4. Oh, nope. So they just released the Connerly pick, a 2-year starter for the Oregon Ducks at left tackle. Allowed just 2 sacks the past 2 years. He graded above the 75th percentile in all grading facets, including a 78.1 true pass set pass blocking grade in 2024. Connerly shows good athleticism for the position, displaying quick and explosive feet. He doesn't need to immediately start after the Commanders traded for Laramie Tunsil this offseason, but he could slide into guard and be very effective. So, some guard tackle flexibility in the Commanders' eyes. He could also go to right tackle if they really wanted him to, although it is a different position and much, much different.
And the Browns have 2 of the first 4 picks tomorrow.
Yeah, Browns have 2 of the first 4 picks, and then the Bears have 2 of the first 10 picks.
Are you seeing the Bills pick yet?
Nope. They're at the podium though. Oh my God, is this the first one that's going to beat us? I think this is the first one that's going to beat us. They're letting a kid read it. They're letting a little kid read it. Letting a kid read.
Saw somebody say Siobhan Ravel.
Maxwell Harrison. Oh my God. University of Kentucky cornerback Maxwell Harrison.
Went
And
before
PFF
Will
doesn't have it up
Johnson.
yet. Oh my God.
Mm.
The crazy part, Maxwell Harrison was injured last year. Only played one more game than Will Johnson.
Is it just an
He does
attitude? Does he have an attitude problem? Is that what people
I don't
are?
know. Harrison has elite speed. I think he ran a 4.28 at the combine. Elite speed guy, but got just beaten in by South Carolina, Georgia, Texas. Played really good against Ohio last year, but that was it. Ah, wow. Yeah, Maxwell Harrison. Hey, it took them 30 picks to get one before us.
Oh, Eagles
took the
traded
last-
up. There's the fourth trade.
Wow.
There you go.
That's some cheap shit right there. They traded up with the team that they thought was gonna steal something. That's weird.
I don't know. Eagles trade 32 and what is that, a fifth?
Hey, we were both kind of right because you said there would be multiple trades in the top 10, and I said there would be one, and I said there would only be two in the back half, and there were three.
So I said there was going to be one in the top 10, two in the middle, and then one.
I thought you said there was going to be two in the top 10.
I figured there'd be two in the middle and then one
Oh.
at the back end, but apparently we're just going to see we're going to see three of them in the back end. Damn, over under 3.5 was a good line too, and I just came up with that on my own. So they shouldn't take too long to making this pick here. I was about to say, I thought I saw. Yeah, their pick is in.
That's so weird that they traded up one pick like that.
They see something they like. I mean, they took a corner last year. They're not going to take Will Johnson, right?
Jihad Campbell.
Jihad Campbell.
God, what a fuck. They let Philly get that guy. God, dude, Philly does this every year. They get it just doesn't make sense to me. Everybody lets a stud drop, and then Philly just takes them because they drop.
I like that pick.
Every year, dude. Every year. Hate it.
I feel, were the Chiefs going to take Jihad Campbell, though? Like, what's
Probably
the point?
not.
All right, well, we got our last.
Oh my God, who's
team
the
on
last
clock.
pick of the first round?
Well, that means that Will Johnson or Mike Green is going to be sitting there for the Browns to take tomorrow if they really want to.
I have 148 missed text messages because I haven't been looking at text during this whole thing.
It's probably all from our group chat. Yeah.
It's 2 group chats.
All right, hurry up. Make your pick. We already know
Come
who
on.
it is.
Come on. Who do you think it is?
What, for the Eagles?
No, for Kansas City.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying the Eagles, they haven't even announced theirs yet. Or have they? Are they on the podium?
I don't know. I don't care about them. We're on to Kansas
No.
City. Jihad Campbell's the pick for Philly.
Yeah.
What do we think? Kansas City needs tackle, guard, center, defensive interior, and edge. Mike Green. We've said it 1,000. We've said it like 11 times tonight. Like Mike Green.
We've said
Mike
Will
Green.
Johnson and Mike Green's names
Mike
so
Green.
many times. Now let's just go ahead and assume they don't go with Mike Green or
Okay. Luther
Will
Burden.
Johnson.
Luther Burden out of Missouri. Slot receiver. Kansas City needs a slot guy.
Could use a D tackle here. Is there a good?
There's no
And
more
they have
good
Darius
D-tackle.
Alexander.
I don't think he's a first round guy. That'd be a reach in my opinion.
Oh, they do need an offensive tackle. Maybe they take Josh Simmons here.
Yeah, they could take Simmons. They could go Simmons. They could go Burden.
Is there a better edge rusher besides Mike Green? Oh man, I forgot about the guy from Boston College.
Yeah, Donovan.
He's still there.
God, what do we think?
Yeah, you still got a couple. Yeah, this edge class was so deep. So deep. Maybe they could go Siobhan Revel from East Carolina.
I like
they're gonna-
Siobhan Revel. He's a dude. He's older. I don't think he's a shutdown cornerback in the NFL by any means. But he is one of those guys that is he's a unit. He's a 6'3", 200-pound, long, lanky. Reminds me a lot of like Tyreek Woolen from the Seahawks. Like he just looks like long and lanky, but built too. Like he doesn't look like skinny lanky. He looks like built lanky. Like Justin Jefferson when he got drafted looked like skinny lanky. Like this dude has gone through his growth spurt already and is physically matured. And if he can then get better with his technique at the next level and not have to start right away, he can be really good. God, dude, that sucks that Philly got Jihad Campbell. I mean, great for Philly, but obviously.
I'm just looking at this right now. The Chiefs are in a really good spot. They have a bunch of really good guys. All the best guys on the board really fill their needs if they.
Yeah.
So I'm just couldn't be better for
I mean, the
Chiefs.
back half of this draft is just falling perfectly for people. I cannot believe the Bills went Maxwell Harrison. That's crazy. Patrick Mahomes just tweeted out a sunglasses emoji.
Why did he do that?
So they're going offense. So it's either Simmons or Burden.
It's going to be Simmons.
Or Burden. You think it's going to...
I think it's Simmons. I'm seeing. I already saw somebody put that they took Simmons.
Well, the pick isn't even in. They don't
Yeah,
have. They still have Philly up on the board. It's either Simmons or Burden.
Oh yeah, the Chiefs pick is in. That was quick.
I don't see it on the board.
Oh, I'm just saying on ESPN they have the pick in. It says that it's in. So they didn't waste any time. Come on. I saw
Oh, nope, that's Jahad Campbell.
Josh Simmons. That's all I know. Don't know how accurate that is.
Accurate, what is? I didn't hear you, sorry. I'm trying to find. God, come on.
The 32nd pick of the draft, the Chiefs select Jason Autry, referee, SEC.
Kansas City fans right now, we don't have from the refs. Okay.
Oh, come on. It still shows the pick is in.
I don't have anything on my screen. I'm anticipating that we're gonna have to wait until. That was super weird. The Buffalo pick was the only pick that they beat us with tonight, and then the Eagles pick immediately we got before that.
Yep. See, I'm seeing Josh Simmons.
It's got to be Simmons or Burden. There's no other two.
Yep, I'm seeing everybody say the Chiefs are selecting Josh Simmons. And these are verified, too. Yep. Another one. Yeah, it's Josh Simmons. It's got to be Josh Simmons.
Yep, Josh Simmons, Ohio State. Pick is in.
Good pick. I like it. I do like that pick for them.
Yeah.
That was the guy that I was going to guess. If I didn't guess Will Johnson or Mike Green, it was going to be Josh Simmons. Man, so now first round is over.
It.
That's
the first round.
First-
Let me go ahead and I'm going to review the first round for everybody. I'm going to go fast here. We got Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, Will Campbell, Mason Graham, Ashton Jeanty, Armand Membo, and then this is where it took a turn and we had no clue where it was going from here. Tet McMillan, Kelvin Banks, Colston Loveland to the Chicago Bears, Michael Williams to the Niners. The Cowboys get guard Tyler Booker. The Miami Dolphins steal Kenneth Grant. Speaking of steal, the Colts steal Tyler Warren. Jalen Walker to the Falcons is a huge steal. Walter Nolan to the Cardinals. Great job there. Bengals take Shamar Stewart, edge defender. Seahawks get their new guard / tackle, Gray Zabel. The Bucks reach up and grab Emeka Ibuka. The Broncos get secondary Jahade Barron. Derek Harmon to the Steelers. Derek Harmon to the Steelers. Omari Hampton to the Chargers. Matthew Golden to the Packers is their first receiver taken since 2002 in the first round. Guard Donovan Jackson to the Minnesota Vikings. The Giants trade up for Jackson Dart. The Falcons trade up for James Pierce Jr. Malachi Starks to Baltimore to create the best safety duo in the league. Tyleik Williams to the Detroit Lions. Josh Connolly to the Commanders. Maxwell Harrison to the Bills. Linebacker Jahad Campbell gets stolen by the Philadelphia Eagles, and Josh Simmons falls all the way to pick 32 to be snatched up by the Kansas City Chiefs. Spoon, biggest steal of the night. Who you got? Why you got it? Go.
biggest steal of the night.
If you don't have yours, I have mine.
Go ahead and say yours before I say mine.
All right. Mine is absolutely Tyler Warren to the Colts, with Colston Loveland going to the Bears at 10. He falls 4 spots behind the first person at his position taken, and that is insane to me. He is worthy of a top 10 pick. He's the best tight end in this class. No question about it. Great job. Spoon, go.
It's kind of tough. A little bit of a homer. I'm going to say Barron to the Broncos. I had this guy going in the top 13 probably. Fell all the way to 20, but I would like to go ahead and I'm going to give the Eagles and the Chiefs some credit here. They took 2 guys that definitely should have been off the board by the time they were picking.
For sure. For sure.
So
Absolutely,
good job
no
to
question.
them.
Great job to them. Great job, Spoon. I think next week we'll be reviewing the draft a lot. I feel like most of what we'll be doing next week is reviewing the draft. If you stuck around with us, all 40 some odd of you, thank you. Appreciate you. Make sure to follow us subscribe, like. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.